I've wanted to play on Alma, Missouri ever since it came out for Farming Simulator 25. So today, that's what we're gonna do. I've got no money, I've got no equipment, no land. I don't even have enough money to buy a pizza. It's supposed to be so good, let me in. So in order to be able to start doing anything, we gotta go to the bank. And we need a loan. Apparently, they're not open yet. Well, apparently $500,000 is about all I'm worth to them because, well, I have nothing for collateral. So let's see if we can find some stuff to use as collateral. How's about something that's not too big, not too small, just right in the middle, front and rear hydraulics, wheel weights, everything we need. Yeah, it's 24 miles an hour, but yeah, it's all right. We'll get from point A to point B eventually. Plus, plenty of power. We got 175 on here. So can we find not only this tractor, but also find some stuff that we can use to attach to it to maybe get some jobs done around the map? Although there's some really big fields. I don't know if this is going to be the best idea, but we need something, and this gives us plenty of room to grow. I'm kind of back and forth between a few different things to use as a trailer, but I think having something like this might be beneficial. It is modded, which is even better. 100,000 liter capacity, plus if we were doing like combine harvesters and stuff, we can actually set it, if we're doing a delivery, we could set that combine harvester to deliver to this thing, which will then unload into our sell point, which is a way that we don't have to cart, or we could just deliver it ourselves. But where's the fun in that? We got the new mod from Yoast. It's great. All right, let's move on. The other option was going to be this guy right here, and I do like that it says John Deere on it, but I think if I had a smaller tractor, this would probably be what I go for. It only holds 15,000. Mine holds 100,000. So here's our starting setup. Not too bad, not too shabby. I like the tractor. I like the auger in the back. Let's see. Let's get ourselves a front weight for the tractor and see if we can find a combine harvesting contract. How's about for the weight? We use my favorite weight in the game. Love this thing. I don't think we need a whole bunch. Nothing too wild and crazy yet. It does go up to 1150. I don't think we need that. 1,000 might even be a little bit too much. So how's about we just stick it at like, I don't know, the 900 range? That seems pretty good. Hopefully it looks good on the front of it. We'll have to wait and see. We've had worse. So we got a couple different things with harvesting right now. So we've got one of them's over here, field number 3. That's going to be wheat. And we also have a smaller one right here over on field 13. I think we start with the harvesting contract to field 13 just to see, does it actually work? Okay, so now we've got everything for this contract, and what I'm gonna do is we are going to take this guy right here. We need to find how in the world we get in over here. Got it figured out. We're good. 100%. All right, let's take this. I'm just gonna kind of unfold it for now. Now we get over here, and what we're gonna do, let's go and unfold everything. So the harvesting itself will go straight over to that tipper, which is going to be really, really interesting. Just for ease of use, we're going to be using this guy, Nonstop Crop from Yoast. All right, now before we do anything, we need to detach the trailer right there. Perfect. Then we want to pop back over here. We want to find said trailer. Oh, it's not showing up. Well, there's an easy way to do this. Here we go. Find it, view it on the map. Nice. And then click Set Destination. So now our destination is set, and we can go and back up to this once more. There we go. Set it up. Make sure we got our GPS rocking and rolling. We'll go 2 headlands for this one. We're not going to do any straw swath on it, so we'll make sure that that's turned off and get into the field. I love how it tells you, like, oh, it's restricted. No, it's not. Get out of here. Also, we are going to enable fast farming because ain't nobody got time for that. So, canola in destination. Oh, yeah. We got 513 liters so far. And in here, 513 liters. So this is going to be super nice. We don't have to sit around and wait on it or anything like that. We can have fun with it. Oof. We're moving a little slow. Come on, keep going, you got this. Not sure what's up with this one, but the combine harvester is having a difficult time getting up and getting moving. I know you're probably saying, well, yeah, it's supposed to go 6 miles an hour. Even getting up to 6 miles an hour, it's having a difficult time. So I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on. but it definitely feels like it's heavy. Oh well, we're almost done with the headlands, so that'll be nice. And as you can see, contract harvested field 13, 40%, and we've already moved 31, now 3,200 liters. And if we double check, 3,200 liters in here. I don't see it, but it's in there. And yeah, I am actually waiting to sell that stuff to when we're finished with this. Well, we did not get a lot off of this field, but that's all right. It's not how much we get off the field, it is how much we get paid for doing it. Boom. All right, so there we go. That's everything. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And now what we got to do is bring this thing in here. I have not thought this through, apparently. Could I drop it out of the bottom? Tip side back. I don't know what that means, but I think there's a door under there. I really hope this works. Oh no. It's either a pipe or the back. Let's see. I didn't actually know that this had a... Oh, it's got one under it. That's so cool. All right, so there we go. We've got that dumped out. Contract completed. $1,200 extra for the contract. Sweet. And $2,900 for that. Collectamundo. Thank you. Now the next one, now that we know that it works, is quite large. Field number 3. Nice big wheat field. And the good thing is, same place to sell it. So let's spin this bad boy back around. Look at that. Not exactly sure what happened with all the equipment when it dropped down, but hey, at least it's over here. And that's what matters the most. All right, let's do this again. There we go. Drop that. Let's find our trailer. Does it show up this time? It does show up this time. Nice. And we will go ahead and set that as our destination. Nice. So this mod is super duper helpful. I know in the past couple series, I've kind of played a little bit more subdued when compared to the way that I used to play, but I'll be honest, I'm just having fun. We're having a good time. I'm just doing stuff and enjoying myself. Let's disable the straw swath. Okay, does not come enabled by default. Perfect. Let's set this up. 2 headlands. And we'll go ahead and cut it into the field, I guess right here. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work just fine. Nice. I think the header's a little bit bigger than it says it is. Hang on a minute. So it's saying 15.2 meters right there. However, well, no however, 15.2 meters there as well. I guess it's just doing weird stuff. Tell you one thing, this is having 0 issue getting up to speed. That's what you get when you got all the power of the world. First pass was just under 14,000, but we are racking in the liters now. Ain't gonna be too long. So let's teach that fast farm a little bit. I am using a mod called the Real Speed Limit mod, and what that allows me to do is unlock whatever the speed limit is of the tool that I have. Vehicles in Farming Simulator will do whatever the vehicles want to do. If they go for this one, 24 mile an hour max speed and the horsepower that it has, if it says that, that's what it has and what it does. But you can change things up with mods. For example, power could be increased. Capacities, as you can see, this basically has unlimited capacity because we're sending it somewhere else through magic. And then the speed of our tool, the max working speed. That is what Real Speed Limit mod changes and has been one of my favorites since its inception in Farming Simulator. I've always been obsessed with going super fast in the game. Not only, number one, helps you get stuff done faster, but it's so much fun and it just feels normal to me. I know it does not look normal. Feels normal, and I love it. So much fun. Finishing up when we were just over 60,000 liters. Not too bad at all. And our contract is at 80%, which means that we have harvested everything that we need to harvest. And that is done there. So now we got to pop over, find our trailer. There it is. Hook up to it, and we'll bring it in here and drop it off. We double check. Yeah. We're in the right place. All right, cool. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, man, that first grouping was a little bit slow on it, but that's all right. And drop it all in. We're going to go and sell this as well. We need as much money as we could possibly get right now. Need to pay back the loan and, maybe take more money out. We'll find out. There we go, 6,800 bucks on top of that harvest. So that was pretty good. And then 23 grand. Nice. All right. So we're up just over $30,000 from where we started. This is great news. Now, unfortunately, we don't own any land yet, which is definitely going to be hurting us because we need to own land so that we have something to lean against when we're taking out more of a loan. So let's see if there's somewhere that we could buy, do something with. That way we have our own land to work. Now we got 400 grand. 400 grand could do a lot. Like this farmland right here, for example, only 128,000. So that's pretty good. What if instead of looking via price, we look via harvest readiness? We definitely want to stay close to the town. So we're thinking maybe a bunch in here, possibly out this way a little bit was 37, 168.9-ish thousand. This one's a little more, yeah, 1.2 million. That's a little hot. This farmland, 128, that works out pretty well. 125, that works too. So I think I've got it. I think I know what I want to do. But first, I want to check combine harvesters, because there's some fields I want that are ready for harvest. Well, we got plenty of John Deere tractors, just no John Deere combine harvesters. So we would probably have to lease something, but that's all right. Hey, lady, I'm a boss of field. So what we got is here, 25 and 26. These guys right here sit right off of the main area, and I might even be able to talk the fire department into letting us store some of our stuff there since they currently don't own any trucks. 25, 26, oats, of course, and wheat. They are ready for harvest. I think we buy them. Yes, please. And buy this. Yes, please. Think about how much. So now we actually have farmland, which means, oh, it's not going to let me borrow anymore. Might have to go a day in game before it's like, oh, yeah. You'll keep the fields. You're fine. So now you see why I needed a combine harvester. Well, $18,000 later, we actually have something decent that we can go harvest with. We've got a humongo, to be fair, a humongo set up here for the header, but it should work out pretty well for us, I think. Let's see. We'll go ahead and back up to it, pull up to it. We need to double check and make sure that this works. Otherwise, we're going to have to get one that's smaller. Yeah. It works fine. All right, cool. We'll bring that up, turn everything off, and we need to unfold it because I got this one for a reason. This is one of the legacy. Used to be Midwest Legacy. Now it's just legacy headers. What do you mean detach while unfolding? Come on, get rid of it. There we go. This actually has its own little header trailer. I thought it was a pretty sweet setup. Plus, with this combine being chonky, it's perfect. This would actually be like the perfect combine harvester to get for this series if we could afford one. Oh, I forgot about the dust on Alma, Missouri. Dude, yeah. That's so nice. That's so cool. Just an awesome addition. It's so cool. Now, with this being our field, we are going to have to take care with it. Let's flip this thing around. Yeah, there we go. All right. Got it. Yikes. And we'll start off by doing our own carting. We'll see kind of what happens with this because I chose a pretty small grain bin to go on this combine harvester. So we'll see if this is actually going to work to our advantage or disadvantage. And one other thing, we are dropping straw. Oh yeah, we got to figure out how to pick that up, but I figured I'd rather have it and not use it than want it and not have it. Yeah, those are the correct words for that. We will have to be careful, very, very careful when going a little faster. So I may limit our speed to about 13 miles an hour. That does seem like it's a good speed. Nice just cruising. Used to, I limited to 10 or 12 miles per hour. You know what? We'll pull it back. 12 miles an hour. This thing is extremely loud. That's all right. Oh, almost got myself in trouble. I forgot we were not, I forgot that I had to cart for myself. Uh-oh. Let's go and grab our tractor here. We'll go and open the cover so it's easier when we get down there. I about got myself in some trouble. We'll go ahead and set this to 12 miles an hour as well. That way, whenever we finally hire a worker going back and forth, we'll be A-okay. Speaking of being A-okay, I do want to check real quick. So this wanted me to just do one headland and then I guess go back and forth. What does the AI worker want to do? The AI worker also just wants to do one. Why don't we just set this back to one again? Yeah, this way, once we get down to the end, we can hire a worker and just go back and forth and I'll cart for him. Back on the road. Let's get it moving. All right, let's give this a try then, shall we? Let's find our worker. There they are. Let's not do anything having to do with the headland, and hopefully it will recognize this, go forward, and do this part right here. And it is awesome, which means we have enough time to turn around and hopefully catch up to the combine whenever it comes back the other way. It's not going to be a whole lot there at the end, but it is coming through. Sweet. And there he picked it up. Oh, I didn't think about how much he's going to have to come back here. Please don't back up. Please don't back up. Just go forward. Just go forward. Just go forward. Oh, thank goodness. I have no idea what he's doing or why in the world he is driving in the middle of the field. You would not do this. No one would do this. Oh, no, don't hit me. What in the world is going on? Oh, me, oh, my. Whatever. Whatever. We're making it happen. That's the important part. Oh no! Oh no! The combine was going too slow, but now it's going too fast. Ah, I can't catch up. Now it's going too slow again. Come on, dude. Get a move on. Whatever. At least I can park the grain cart behind everything and be done. Oh, come on. You can do the 10. Oh no! We're not doing it correctly. Go, 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 go. So inconsistent. All right. Finally, I got called up to him just in time. Okie dokie. So that's that. Let's see. He's going to go down there and turn around for whatever reason instead of going straight. I guess he's doing that to stay inside the field. It's about the only thing that makes sense to me. Regardless, let's head back down and we'll go again. I'm also just realizing I don't have a silo. I got $126,000 there. We got to figure that one out. We do have land. I don't have a farm on said land, but we do have land here. Maybe, just maybe, we could put a bin around here somewhere. The reason I say is we have a big difference between $1,200 and $1,800 at the end of the year. I would much rather make $1,800 per 1,000 liters than 12,000. 1,200. You get it. Back over to the end and we do it again. Yeah. Wonder if there's a mod that will link the combine harvester and the tractor together, especially for people like me who play, you know, single player, but we still get everything done. You know what I mean, how we do it. I wonder. There's gotta be, right? There's gotta be a way to do it. Oh, speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up. Got it. Oh, no, 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 no. Manual transmission, don't fail me now. Power shift, I know what it has. I know what it has. We're cool. We're cool. It's just not consistent. That's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I'm going complaining about it. We just got to get over this hill. And then as soon as we get over this hill, I'm going to flatten out this stupid field. We've made it to the end. All right. Now turn around and we'll do this again a couple more times. Well, I definitely got tired of waiting, so that's one thing. But hey, we finally finished up this field. Looking good. Now, we got to figure out how much crop we've got and how much we're probably going to get off of the next field. Let's go ahead and get that little bit down there. I don't know why we missed it, but missed it no more we have. Drop this in here, and we have officially finished unloading. 31,435. Okay, so we've got that. And let's go over here to the oats, take a look at this, and that's going to be about 27,000. So less than 100,000 liters. Today we're going to be throwing the crop that's inside of my auger here at this silo system over here and hoping I can put it in there without having to pay for anything. We are going to attempt to utilize the system that we would use for the train, but we're going to try and... Am I actually driving on this properly? Kinda. There's no collisions on it though, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's see, where's the dump point? Is it under it? There's no way it's under it. No, it's not under it. That's where we would get everything out. Where do we dump it in? Over here. So I'm kind of hoping that we could just dump our crop in here and it just keep it for us for a while. Money's not going up, so that's a good thing. There we go. Storage is good. Let's check this just to see. Okay, it's showing that it's in there. So that's good to know. Now, can we go get it back out again if we wanted to? DJ never backs up in his videos. Ha! Yeah, take that. All right, so it's in there. Cool. We don't have to worry about a silo system. What we do have to worry about is another field. We have one more field that we need to harvest, and I'm playing chicken with the train. Now, if you're curious where our combine harvester is, you may have already seen it. I did mention that the fire department currently has no trucks in there, So I'm hiding my combine harvester behind there. Here we go. We have one field to go. And then we will be kind of at our maximum limit here for what we can and cannot do. I did cart for the last one. That was fun. Kinda. Yeah, we're not doing that this time. We're gonna just make everything go directly over and be done with it because I want to get this field done ASAP. And we'll take a look and see if there's any more contracts that we can do today. Holy cow, this thing's loud. We'll take a look and see if there's any more contracts that we could do to kind of benefit ourselves a little bit more and hopefully go from there. I do have an end goal, and pretty much as soon as we are able to, I would love to buy the second cow farm on this map. It's not the main farm. The main farm's very large, and I could care less about having the pig farm. That's it. But I do love the second cow farm. This one right here. One of my favorite farms on any map I've ever played in Farming Simulator. Absolutely love it. We have a humongo place where we can store stuff. We got a house, which has a garage, but if you don't like that, you can actually delete it and then go from there. We also have what you call it, decorations around, which are individually deletable. And then we even have a nice little meridian shed here for combine harvester. But most importantly, we got a big place for our cows and more decorations we can delete as well. I love this farm so much. So once we can get enough money to buy that, I'm buying it. It doesn't even come with a field, just a cow barn. But I still want it. All right, now because we have our combine harvester, we're in it now. I need to select the trailer and set as destination. So we've got that. Let's see. We'll go ahead and hook back up and we'll open it up just so we can keep an eye on things there. And we'll go ahead and set this thing up. We are going to run 2 headlands for this. Actually, what did the 2 headlands look like? Please don't be ridiculous. It's fine. Let's bring this down. Unfold the combine, which I failed to do previously. There we go. Double check, make sure our crop or straw swath is on. Yep. And go, baby. Yeah, we're gonna go a different direction this time around. Hopefully have a little bit of fun with it. Set our cruise to 12 miles an hour. It's not realistic, but well, it's better than 20. Well, this is working out very, very nicely. Look at this. Oh yeah. I love first person in here too. Looks really good. I'm not sure what's up either. It says 60 FPS, but it almost looks like it's more. I don't know what's going on. Tell you what, after patch 1.19, the visuals looking pretty good, man. I can't say nothing. All right, we've got that first pass around looking nice, and we are about to dig in and hit our second one. I don't know why it decided to do it like that, but there we go. All right, let's bring the back down. 9,000, 9,400, 9,500 liters. Looking good. And that's all back there in that tipper. Auger, the trailer, the one behind the tractor. Yep. At the other end, you can kind of get an idea of what it actually looks like down here. There's only one like nice, meaty, chunky part of the field. Everything else, I mean, I could have run one headland, but it'd still look exactly the same. So not too shabby, 21,000 liters here, but we actually have a little bit more to do because there's a little bit more over here that I have not hit yet. Here we go. I came down through, I thought I was at the very end, but I was not. I was almost at the end, but there we go. We are all done with that. Now, we do have this combine here. However, I think it is time to say goodbye, Mr. Combine Harvester. You have been fantastic, and I'm extremely grateful for you. However, it is time to go. And after all that good stuff, we are at 21,455 in our cart right here. So we'll go ahead and take this, put it away, and see what else we can get ourselves into. But we need to pick up that straw. I have no idea where to put it or how to store it. Since I'm using the grain elevator, I'm gonna pretend I'm a train again. That should work. Can't believe that actually works. That's awesome. I love that that works so well. There you go, 21,455 and 31,434. So those are our grains or stuff to sell whenever the time comes anyway. It's gonna be in winter time. So we'll see what we can do between now and then. We've got a secret weapon to pick up that straw. Check this out. It's the forage pickup. What this will do is it'll allow us to actually pick up anything off of the ground, but more specifically, in our case, this will allow us to pick up straw off the ground. Of course, we want this to be John Deere colors. Of course, so we'll go there. And then the design. What is the design? Oh, I don't know if I want that to be yellow or not. What does it look like yellow? Yeah, we'll definitely keep that onyx black. Yeah, 3,300 bucks. I mean, that's up there, but I don't think it's that bad. Since I guess we're going to be using the shop yard as our very own place to just put all of our stuff. You know what? Let's drop our weight right there. Nice. And we'll grab this guy. Hopefully we have enough power to run all of this at the same time. I don't think it's going to be a problem. It just seems like it's going to be a problem. And we go a couple different ways with this. Number one, we could utilize the GPS system. I think I'm just going to old school go for it. We're just going to wing it. We'll put it right here in first person and we'll go from there. Oh, look at that. The one time I go around, I don't get hit by the train. Certainly taking a long time to go back up though. Could we please? That train is long gone by now, my dudes. I guess the idea here is that we're just gonna sell the straw. It seems like that's probably the thing to do. Let's pop that up. Is it following it? It sure is. Let's turn it on. Hey, and we are doing it to it. Nice, all right. I don't know, do we have fast farm enabled? We do not. So this just goes pretty quickly on its own. I am gonna monitor this though. Ooh, that got a lot of that in it. Check that out. Hey, it's working, okay. Now, regardless of how much crop we've got, we are gonna have a lot of straw when this is all said and done. So I am curious to see if we're gonna fill up the trailer or not. I highly doubt it, because that would be, what, 100,000 liters of straw? Oh, you know what? We're definitely gonna fill this up. I don't know why I had in my mind that it was 1,000,000 liters. No, 100,000 liters, we're gonna get rid of the straw immediately. Hey, but good news, we have a sell point right around the corner. Where are we taking the straw? Well, we're pretty much getting the same prices for both places. So I'm thinking we go to the Sell Everything XML, or XL, not XML, which I have conveniently located right here. Just right on the other side of everything, pretty easy to get to. I think that's going to be the spot. Oh, can I keep this? Oh, can we get both? Oh, we're missing a little bit. I was trying to get it all at once. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, being able to get both fields all at once. No. No, that's not going to happen. Yeah, so speaking of straw, it's also given us, what is that, 33% more? We wait till January. So the question is, do we wait another few months or do we say whatever? Because yeah, it's $50 more per 1,000 liters, but the overall amount of money that we're going to be getting is not going to be insane by the end of it. I mean, what, right now it's $100 per 1,000 liters? So that means we're going to need 10,000 liters just to get $1,000. Yeah, or 15,000. Right now, that's not that amount of money. Yeah, it means a lot, but I think if we had, instead of 123 grand, if right now we had, I don't know, 12 grand, well, hey, that extra 5 grand would definitely be something notable. But yeah, not now. All right, we're getting right down to the end here now, and we are 100%. Come on. Wow, that took forever right there at the end, didn't it? Okay, so let's turn everything off. Let's bring it up. And we'll see if we can make it up this hill. Oh, no, we don't have to make it up the hill. We can just go a little bit further. All right, right here. Can we do it? Oh, let's go. Yeah. Ha ha. Now, that's what I'm talking about right there. Having a little fun, man. Having a little fun. Let's bring it here. We've got everything set to dump out the bottom again. Should sell automatically for us. There it goes. And should dump the rest in there. Yes, it did. Okay, how much money are we gonna get? I guess technically it should be $10,000. That's what we should be looking forward to. How close are we gonna get to that though? 10,236. Perfect. However, our environmental score took $271 away from us, so we did not make $10,000. That stinks. And yeah, got precision farming turned on. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but yeah, we're rocking precision farming. I thought that this was the perfect little setup here for doing precision farming because we can have fun with it, we can enjoy it. If you make mistakes, it doesn't matter. We're just having fun, man. Just having fun playing on one of my favorite maps of all time. And we get to use a tractor brand that I've been using less and less recently. John Deere. Love this tractor brand. Although, at the end of the day, I still bleed red. I am a Case guy through and through. All done with the first field, and the second field's gonna go the same way. So let's go ahead and pick this up. I imagine we will have to do this in a couple different sections. We're getting all the way up to the end here, but I'm curious, how much can we fit inside of the auger at the end? It appears that we already have our answer, but I don't know what the answer is. So let's head over and sell this and see what we can get into. Also, that's how much of the field we've got left. A decent amount. Oh yeah. And where you get your cars washed is right here by our field. So maybe, just maybe, my equipment will get clean from now on. Not likely, but maybe. Oi! Walking on the wrong side of the road, dude. Oh, and by the way, your map may look a little bit different than this. I included a new road down here to the left and included this sell point. So I made all of this myself. Yours may not have that, so just be aware. And by may not, I mean it won't unless you did it. All right, another 10,280 and another 727 taken away from us. But this time around, we did make $10,000. Ha 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 ha. When it's all said and done off of this field, we got 36,000 liters. Very nice. So we could probably go ahead and send this front unit back, but I do want to wait and see what else there is that we could possibly do. See if there's any contracts, but I mean, to be fair, we need to work our own field. So we're going to have to invest in some smaller-ish, like 5-6 meter implements for our own doing. So we've already got an auger, so that's nice. Or, trailer here. But we also need, a seeder. If it's a direct drill, great. If it's not, we're going to need a cultivator as well. We need a subsoiler. That's going to cost us some money. Actually, I think I have plowing turned off. So if that's the case, then we're good. We don't have to worry about that. All right. Not too bad again. $3,700 for that one. Nice. Let's head in here. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into with some more contracts. So we have a bunch of deadwood, a bunch of harvesting. Let's see. Harvesting contracts, pretty decent, but we've already done a couple, haven't we? Yeah, we've already done a couple contracts like that. Rock removal and wood transport. So really nothing that I'm interested in. So what we need to do is we need to start working our own fields. First thing that we could do is come in here and we can, where's the purchase soil sample? Yes, please. There we go. We got that. And we'll do the same thing for 26 right here as well. Yes, please. There we go. All right. And just like that, boop, a little bit more money. Now time to take over the fire department. Can we fit this in here? Does the auger have collision? Please tell me it doesn't have collision. Ah, boy, it has a collision. This is possible. We just need to do this. Best backwards driver in farm sim. Come on, DJ. Hey, uh-oh. All right, well, oh, come on. Best backwards driver. Can't get that to work. So let's just park this beside the building. Yeah, where it should be. So we are going to take over this fire department right here. And this is going to be our home of operations. Visitor parking, more like auger wagon parking. Yeah. Let's open up all these doors and let's use this and park up some stuff. We've got a weight back here. The weight, I'm going to go ahead and drop into here. We are actually going to be parking the tractor in the first stall right here, so that's good. And I think we put the weight maybe on the outside. That way we've got plenty of room for small to medium-sized equipment on the inside. So, right there we go. Cool. I woke up this morning and I had an idea. Let's plow the fields together. Here are our two fields. We've got this one right here and then the one right on the other side, right before the trade tracks here. And I think it would be very cool if we plowed those together. We could easily take this area down here and just kind of bring the two fields in and then just get rid of all those trees in the middle. The thing is, getting rid of all those trees can be tricky. It's not gonna be, but it could be. $7,600 down, but I got something that's super awesome. It's called Devour Trees, and it's amazing. What we could do is we could take this, and it's kind of like what we used for the straw pickup, but for trees instead. So we'll take this, we will grab our attachment, which goes over to back. Attachment. What was it? What is it called again? Auger wagon. Yes, I knew that the whole time. I was just testing you. So we can take this setup and kind of map out how we're gonna do this. I think we need to go from there down to like here-ish and just straight across just like that. But the big question is gonna be, where's our property line? Does the property line allow us to do that? Not really, no. We could come out a little bit further with it, but we're gonna have to pretty much go straight over and then up a little bit. So I think what we do is, number one, take out all the trees in between, and then what we could do is slowly but surely take out a little row by row until we get to the setup that we want. So open it up, let's select the front, pipe out. I don't think there's anything that we need to do as far as options go. We could just got to turn it on, turn it off, close the cover, tip side. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing. Nothing at all. Oh yeah, that is quite loud. We're gonna bring that down a little bit. How about that? So now it's gonna be the, can we find that magic point? Okay, the tree is cut. Please? Oh, there we go, all right. And then we can drive forward a little bit more, and sometimes it gets it, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you gotta drive over it, and then it'll find the magic point like there. It's not always perfect, but you know what? Whatever. It does a pretty good job. Hey, and we're already 36% full as well. There was something else here. Yeah, this piece of wood. Can we just put it in there? We can. Well, that's fantastic. That worked great. And we are going to, as long as I can find somewhere to do so, we are going to sell these wood chips immediately, because we are just going to be making so much money off of the wood chips. I think it's probably a good idea for us to use this money and use it. Yeah, I said what I meant to say. Sure did. This tree right here is just not having it, man. Eventually you can get it to work quite right, but you gotta get it at just the right spot. And it just does not want to work. And then when you do get it to work, the stump is still humongo. Come on. Alrighty, so after a little bit of work, we are very close to being full, so we'll probably go ahead and just call this one a day. I think we got everything off the ground. Yes, we do. All right, so 143,000 liters of wood chips. And the biggest thing is, where are we going to sell it? All right, so we got a couple places. See, bell sell point, we could go there. Grain sell point, I didn't know we could do that, but we could go there as well. Which one's closest? The train station. Well, that's not going to work, is it? I get the feeling that this is going to take a while, but at least we get a little bit of extra cash on top of it, so that's good. And then $137,000, this is actually pretty good, because if we needed to, we could easily sell that. Sell that? Pay back the loan. There we go. All right, should open automatically. I do have it turned on to the under spot. Yep, there we go. And it is loading the wood chips back into it. That auger in the front actually holds quite a bit. That's pretty cool. All right. Big question here is going to be, how much money do we make? I get the sneaky suspicion this is going to be too much. The front was $7,000 to lease. So anything over that by a much? $77,000. Okay, yep. Can we agree that that's maybe making too much money? I think if we went through here and cleared all the trees that I wanted to clear, we would be millionaires and we would have paid our loan back. So I think maybe that's probably good. We could probably get rid of this now. Okay, well, there's another one, another way that we could do this, and it is the remove objects mod. There you go, the map objects hider mod. This is probably what we'll go for then for the rest of these, just so I don't make too much money. Yeah, it's a, I don't know, this feels less cheaty than making $77,000 per run. Tell me I'm wrong. It is quicker. I'm not going to argue with you with that point. It's definitely so much more easier. But what we could do is we can kind of keep an eye on this and see exactly where we're at. So I know that I've gone a little bit too far out that way with it. But the other thing is, like, this tree right here, to me, this seems like we're right on the edge. As a matter of fact, we are perfectly fine. And I definitely want to make these fields about as big as I can. So we'll hit the pause button. We will double check, see where we're at. and then start deleting trees. So here it is. After being cleared out, everything in the middle is going to be perfect for us. So we could come out this way a little bit more, but unfortunately I kind of messed up. So don't go too far, but as soon as we get to this tree, we can cut up and then over. This is going to be a really interestingly sized and shaped field. So we should be prepared for that. But what I did want to do is at least come through here. I do know that this whole area here on our left side, those bushes, that's kind of the edge. Just right across the other side of those bushes is the edge. So what we could do is we can come all the way down here and go all the way out there. So I've drawn that up just so we have an idea. And then here's kind of going to be the same thing. I'm going to draw just slightly inside of where I think we could get away with. And then we'll just kick straight up through here. Just like so. Yeah. I think that will do it. It's going to be a weird field, but it's going to be good. So I've got our front weight. Now we need to pick ourselves up a plow. And this is going to be something that we buy. And I think I've got my mindset, and I don't think we're going to get a plow. I think we're actually going to get something from the Colossus pack. Check this out. So it's this guy. It's a really interesting mod. The Titan Vineyard Plow. Now, with this, we do have quite a few different working widths. So we've got the regular setup, which is 1.5 meters. You can also go with a 4, 10 meter, 16, and 25, and 50. It's pretty wild and crazy. I think a 4 meter or 10 meter would be good. As a matter of fact, for what we're doing, 4 is probably going to be a little bit much anyway. So we should go with that. It also has unrealistic crop guidelines. Now, I don't think these are unrealistic so much as they're super duper helpful. And so I think we'll go with a standard set here. As you can see, that's where the lines are. It just gives you an idea of where it is. So we'll stick with that. We could go with a camouflage set up here, but I kind of think I'm going to change up the colors a little John Deere. That'll be cool. We can also run 11 miles an hour or 15 or 20 or 25. I don't think that really matters because I'm going to unlock it anyway. So whatever. We'll just leave it at 11. All right, we've got it. And you can ignore that $50 at the top. So this cost us a little over $3,500. Yes, it looked a little, but when we unfold it, look at that. I went with the green. I was back and forth between green and yellow, but I went for it. And the good thing is as well up here, we can create fields with it. So that is awesome. There we go, finally. One of the things I need to remember to do whenever we finish this is going to be to do our precision farming stuff again. Yep. All right, we're gonna start up here, create fields, drop it down, and here we go. We're just gonna kind of follow along the outside, maybe get a little bit closer out near into the woods, but nothing too bad. 11 miles an hour, especially when you're creating fields. Don't get hyped. Just go. Take it easy. Don't go too wild and crazy. All right, here's where we start to diverge from the field that we have had a little bit. We're gonna go out just a little bit further, all the way out to here. You can see where we're at. Still well within our limits of our field, but I also don't want to get too close to the other field. I thought that might be a little bit much. All right, now we're getting out to where I've painted down on the ground. Now remember, I wanted to go over where that line was, so we'll make sure that we go over where the line is, but don't go too crazy far out. I think about there, that's good. Yeah, this is good. And we may even increase this up to a 10 meter working width as well whenever we go down the middle, because we're definitely gonna have to bring most of this in so that it's all kind of along the same state. All right, well, that all worked perfectly fine. Cut straight into this field. There we go. Nice. And then go from there. As you can see, we own quite a bit out towards there. All the way out past the train tracks even. Past train tracks? We do. Oh, well, kind of. Out past the pathway. I'm going to get rid of that tree. That tree is so far in the way, it's not even funny. This one kind of is too. We'll get rid of that as well. Sweet. All right, jump back in there. And now we just kind of keep it going. Let's see if we can get it, that gear shifting. There we go, right into the correct group. And let's get close. Yeah? Let's get close to this pathway right here. About like that. Yes! Just a reminder, I'm using precision farming as well. So this is going to be very, very, very bad for my final score. Hopefully after the first year and after our first harvest, things will get easier. All right, about to cut in again right here. We're going to go over just a little bit, but really not too much. Just about like that, because I didn't want to get too far up on our property there. And then out to here, although I think we can cut this corner. We could definitely cut this corner. So the tree is here, and that's pretty much right on the edge of it. And then out towards here. Okay. We're much better off than I thought we were. Let's do this line again. And we are going to go up, up, up with it. Just like that. Yeah. See? Staying in the line, staying in the line. And then we make this turn. I think we should be fine with combine harvesters right there. Check it. Oh, we are good, man. We are so good. So good. So good. But you can see why for something like this, you really, really, really want to go slower than you really want to. If you go too fast, you make a mistake, game over, man. It's game over. So the final bits here, we'll cut straight through that. Nice. And then from here, we will just line this up with the field that we've got. And there is our exterior. Cool. Let's bring that up. I am going to customize this. So we're at the, with the 4 meter. Yeah, there we go. We'll go with the 10 meter working with now. So we got that. Hook up to it. And yeah, we can turn that on and off. We don't have to have it on. It does look cool though, doesn't it? Let's double check. Allow create fields. Turn that on. Sweet. And then we'll kind of look at it from the top as well, just to get an idea. So you see the 2 fields that we have, and now look how big this is going to be in comparison. What a good sized field. Cool beans. Now it's just going to be a going from one corner to the other and getting all of this done. We don't really need to, I guess, plow all this really, but we're still going to do it. Oh yeah. And we're going to unlock that top speed as well. Here we go. Possible 25. We might get there. We'll see what happens. Big thing, honestly, is going to be just making sure that we get all of this extra bit in the middle all plowed up. Yeah, there we go. Now this is what's going to make it look good. In some places like this, we're going to make a couple passes. That's all right. It's just part of it. It's going to take a little while, so give me a second, and we'll be back with a full field plowed, or at least field created. There we go. Almost done. Yeah, let's get this done. Past that. Oh, got a little bit right there at the corner. That's all right. And lift it up and bring it around down and rub it down. Sweet. All right. I think at this point, this whole thing should be considered a field, considering that it is all one field and on my property. We are certainly getting more off of this one than we had before. So what we're going to end up having to do now is we got to come back in here and we have to purchase the soil map information again, just so we've got it. There we go. Now we have the full thing. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be a little unhappy with me right now because we went in and plowed. Yeah, tillage 5. Not very good. And here we go. Our first piece of equipment into the, well, it's a fire station. Into the shed. Yeah, that we're borrowing. All right, don't judge me, but I got a spreader that looks like a John Deere. It's a K brand. It's K brand. Just a heads up with that one. We need to figure out somewhere to put down a lime place. So I don't know how much we're gonna need in the field, but I figured this holds 50,000 liters. That should be somewhere close to enough. Let's take a look here. Bulk fill station, lime, there's 6,000. Oh yeah, this will be fine. We'll fill it up. I also got the lime and the sprayers thing, but these don't really hold enough for us to do lime, at least in precision farming, so I'm just gonna ignore that for now. So 23,000 bucks for lime. I hope it's worth it. Yo, no, we're good. So this is where it begins. With precision farming, always double check and make sure that you have automatic application rate turned on, but generally all of that happens anyway. So that is good. Unfortunately, our overlay is not showing down there because I got a new mod that does it, and I don't remember what the button is. Hang on. Found it. All right, we're good, we're good, we're good. I just needed to make sure I got the pH menu down there. So I will have to change that every time. It is Alt and then the number 9 on a keyboard. So we'll have to figure that one out. Oh, waited a little bit too long to make that turn, but that's okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. All right, I think we can all agree this is going to take forever if I go this slow, so let's speed up the process a little bit. So far, so good, and I forgot that with the Minimap Plus mod, I could actually have like this full overlay just all over the place. I love that. That's awesome. So thoughts after one pass, so the first time that we've done anything with our custom field, and I will say not bad. Not bad at all. There's definitely going to be some areas like straight through here where we have a little bit there, and then there's going to be a lot on the other side. So I think a lot of this we're going to have to do from kind of above, because it does kind of cut in and out on both sides. As you'll be able to see right here, instead of flowing with it, we just go straight down the middle. So it's doable. It's just going to have to be learning the field, as always. Hey, and good news, the other line goes straight up the other side as well. So, yeah, I must have just missed this one. Cool beans. All right, so there was that. And then up here we have that. Come down a little bit. There's orange. We should see another orange line. Should be right up here, as a matter of fact. There it is. I see it. Clicked it. Got it. Boom. And just like that, we are done with this field. So, a lot has been accomplished so far. We have cleared the land. We accidentally made $77,000 off of a $7,000 lease after selling one little bit of wood chips, but we got it done, so that's good. Then we plowed up this whole area, and we've got ourselves a very nice humongo field to work with now, bigger than quite a few of the ones around it. And we have optimized our pH value. So that is done. The next step is to put whatever seed we're going to be using in the ground. And then after that is fertilizing. We have an absolutely dirty tractor, and we need to clean it up. And while we clean it up, let's talk about what we're going to be getting into, because today will be our first time doing a few things on the farm. So in the last one, we took our fields, plowed them together, of course removed all the trees and stuff like that, and made a humongo field over here out of two very small fields, limed it up, and we are ready for seeding. But I, well, probably shocker, don't have a seeder. So we gotta figure that out. Preferably, I like seeders that do not do any fertilizing whatsoever, because I like doing that separately, because especially with precision farming, yes, doing direct drill with fertilizer on, it does work. I don't trust it, but it does work, and it works perfectly fine. I don't trust it, but it does work. It's never given me a reason not to trust it. I don't trust it. One I really want to use is this unit right here, because we could put 3 of these together and run a very nice 15.6 meter seeder. However, we do have the seed and fertilizer being included with that, so it's not really gonna work. It's not gonna work. Well, what if we had a modded version? Yeah, I did it. I got them. We got a bunch of these now. Oh, why not, right? It could be fun. Oh, come on, we can do this. It'll be a good time. Let's go ahead and boom the back parts out. And there we go, just like so. And I just gotta figure out how to back these things up, and then we gotta figure out our working width. It's 5.2, so I guess that'd be 15.6. Yeah. There we go. We got one, and just all we gotta do is ignore that side and try to hook the other one up. Oh boy, that's not working, huh? What if we try and do it this way? Yeah, that didn't work either. It's like so stupid. I've had enough. I've gotten so close, and I'm just not having any more of this. You get over there, and we get in here, we attach, we go home, and everybody's happy. I just realized I have to go into the field with these things. Looks like we're scooting them in, aren't we? Can we travel like this? We should be able to. More or less. Maybe we'll scoot them out just a hair. There we go. We do need some seed and fertilizer. I have no idea how I'm going to make that happen, but we got 15,000 liters of seed and 15,000 liters of solid fertilizer. Oh boy. I think the only way down there without causing too much serious trouble is to go this way, but we're still probably going to be doing off-roading or hit a tree, one of the two. Look at that. Yeah, that's what you tuned in for, isn't it? Yeah. Seeding or cedar parkour. Yeet. Yeet. Kick them out towards the edges. Alrighty. And then now we got to figure out the, what did I say? 15.6 meter working width. I think that's going to work. I don't know. Let's give it a try. Just for evenness sake, we'll go 15.5. How about that? Let's see. Click it. And let's just activate here and we'll see kind of where our rear cedars are once we get it all lined up. Man, I'd say that's spot on, ain't it? Yeah, man. Okay, so what we gotta do is we gotta make this happen, and these cedars will not want to work for us. So, one by one, your face can only be planted in August. Get out of my house. I forgot about the number one rule, which is know what you're gonna plant before you get to the field. I'll be honest, seasonal growth irritates me. So, how about we not do seasonal growth? Everybody cool with that? Yeah. We're cool with that. Let's figure out what we're going to plant. Let's get something where we can get a good amount of money. Yeah, I like that. Canola. Yeah, canola is good because we can do some oils and everything. We can have a good time with that. One by one, we got to lower everything down, and then there's no turning this on. There's no like required setup kind of thing like that. So yeah, we're good. Oh boy, this is okay. We're kind of good. Slowly but surely, we're good. This may not be the cedar for this job. Or the tractor, rather. Holy. One thing I didn't do was look to see what the required horsepower was. I figured it would be okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's 60 horsepower. I have barely enough, but not with a manual transmission. CVT might do this. Ugh. Farming simulator. Automatic gears suck. Well, it took the turn okay, so there's that. Maybe running 2 of these was the better idea. But once we start going downhill, I mean, it's doing it. It's doing it good. And it's putting down our solid fertilizer, so can't complain a whole lot. What I can tell you is this is going to take forever. But it's, you know, it's working. It's working. We need more power. So let's try the adjustable engine power mod. Well, it doesn't work with everything, but it does work with this. So we get 20% more power. So that's going to be 35 horsepower, 20% of that. So we'll get just over 200, 210 horsepower. So we should be good. Oh, I didn't select it, did I? Oops. Sorry. All right. Let's see how that works. It's not going to be magic, and it's not going to be just an instant fix. However, that should help us a little bit. For some reason, it wants to go 9 miles an hour in 4th. Thanks, yes. 4th in D. That's certainly what you want here. I think I'd probably go in like 1C, maybe 1D. Oh yeah, 4A, 4B. It was in 1st a little while ago. Now it wants to go into 4th. Like, come on, we can do it. We can do it. All we gotta do is go. This thing is just running that switch right there. Just leave it in A. Don't put it in B. I really need to figure out how to do that all myself. Well, regardless, good news. Took a pretty good corner again. I'm gonna have to come back and clean that up, but you know, not bad. Everything else in the middle, at least, will be perfectly fine. While this goes, I'm gonna go hunt in the closet and see if I can find some kind of controller to make this easier for me. Let's give it a try. Gear shift mode, manual. Yes. All right. Let's head back. Gonna turn it on. I don't know why it was off. So I think I have figured out what we need to do. I think I've got the buttons. So here we are into 1st, and we're just gonna start in A. I'm using the keyboard right now. That seems to be what's working best for me. So there we go. That's good. We're just gonna kind of cycle through here, just giving me an idea of what is what and everything. All right. How about we go all the way to 1E? What kind of speed can we get out of that? Oh, that's 7 miles an hour. Look at that. Consistent 7 miles an hour. DJ's real happy about that. How about we try into the second one? Well, that is not good. Let's try 2. Let's bring the group down to A. Okay, well, that's not doing it. B. Okay, B's okay. B's okay. Can we make this turn right here? I wonder if I could do this. Oh yeah, make the turn. Here we go. 2E while we turn. Of course, that idiot is all the way out there on the left-hand side. Why? Why is this so stupid? Oh, I don't like any of this. All right, 2E was working okay, but it is bringing it down a little bit. So how about we go back to group number 1 and we go all the way up to 1E. That seemed to be doing okay, actually. Bring it down again. Ah? Oh, not bad, not bad. I definitely need to get something else out other than keys because it's not amazing, but it is working. And I'd rather go 5 miles an hour here than be causing any trouble for me. Let's kick it back up to 1E, and we've lost all of our power. And that is why we use manual gears. I need to get me a gear shifter. Where's the gear shifter? As we crest the hill here, let's see if we can get away with going into group E. Almost. Yeah, we got away with it. Okay. Now, how's about if we go from first into second? Ooh, maybe not so much. Let's bring it down. 2D. 2C. 2C's working good. Yeah, okay. All right. We're finding it. We're finding it. All right. So, C, Group C over there, or number C. Yeah, there you go. That seems to be working pretty good for us. And we're currently in 4 right now. And that seems to be doing okay. We're going to drop it down into 3 just to give ourselves a little bit of space. But that seems to be doing okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Getting ready to go up a little bit of a hill. Let's bring it back down to 2. This seems to be working. This is working. Yeah, I'm way happier with this. Yay, we finally made it all the way around. Cool. Now all we gotta do is do all that again. And then finally after that, we can start going back and forth. Yay! Let's go and take this time as well to knock out all these spots on the edge that we missed. Very nice. And we'll just kind of line her back up. Yeah, buddy. All right. So I did also have the cruise speed limiter turned on accidentally. Didn't mean to, just kind of happened. So now we're going to see how far we can go. Obviously, this does not like D or E very much. But it does like C. Like I'm in 4C right now. And it seems to like that okay. So I'm just going to leave it there. It's very happy and I'm happy. And we made it to the end. Yay. Just get like the end of that pass. Yeah. These triples actually work really well for this because I can line them up perfectly with these areas that got missed. And then like just straight up turn around like that. That's so great. Look at that. That was fantastic. Works perfect. And then we just line them up here and they just fall back into place. Pretty neat. I've been playing around with the gears a little bit more, especially going downhill. I was able to get it into 4E, but only briefly. And then it all went awry again. We're going to bring it back down to 3. We're learning. We're learning. There we go. I really got to get some kind of panel. I know I've got the Hori one. That was pretty sweet. I've also got a gear shifter from Hori as well. That might be fun to try and use. I don't know. We'll give it a try and see. Let's bring her down to 2 while we make this turn, because these turns are not great, and we're gonna have to make a very wide turn at that, especially if we want this to line up. And put her in 3 and let it coast. Yeah, we got those. Also got the little Logitech gear shifter as well, so we could go with something like that. It'd be really nice to have something that was like perfectly aligned with, like, you know, what you'd actually see in your tractors. Like, I would love to have those two knobs right there instead of, you know, kind of just a straightforward kind of thing where you push forward and pull back. That'd be nice. Oh, hang on. Bring the gear down to 2. There you go. Tell you what, 2C with this setup works awesome. And here's how much we've gotten done so far. We're actually moving along pretty quickly. Taking a look at precision farming, the pH is awesome. Nitrogen is a bit spotty, but it's not terrible. Oh my goodness. No wonder it's spotty. I never turned on the crop sensor. Of course I didn't. Oh, yeah. All right, so here we are. We have finally made our way all the way around. And now we gotta spin this bad boy and make this happen. We're gonna have to load up and raise it and lower it and all that good stuff. But this is where we're starting. This pass right here, because we're gonna go all the way down, then we'll come back up the other side. I just need to make sure that this one side is good. Let it roll. Well, let me tell you what, that was fun, but I really don't want to do that again. That took forever, man. This is a cool setup, and I really wanted to keep it John Deere, but holy cow, we might be, you know, crying mulligan the next time around. For now, we'll bring it over here and just kind of drop it here, I guess. That'll be the best spot for it. There we go. The good thing is we do have the fertilizer down, so that's nice. We've got our lime down, and I think is that just about everything that we need? Oh yeah, I need to roll it. I always forget about that part. We'll go a little bit cheaty, I think, maybe just to like get it done. But later on, we'll actually go through and find a proper roller. So what this is the 50-meter invisible roller. And what we can do is we can hook that thing up, and it is right back there, that box. That's what it is. So what it's gonna do is we can just go into the field, and we've got a 50-meter we're working with. Yeah, can you see the green lights on the edge? Oh yeah, that's our working with. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. I also acknowledge that I just sprayed this thing off, and now I'm going through, gonna make it all muddy. I get it. All right, let's set it up. 50-meter working with 49.9. I guess that'll do. Take it, drop it down, and here we go. I think it's probably gonna want to go at an unrealistic speed, so we're gonna have to slow this thing down just a little bit. I don't need to go mega fast with it. Yikes! But we do need to watch the ends, especially when we're turning. It's at 50 meters. A small little turn in the middle is a humongo mark on the outside, so we'll have to watch that. I'm also gonna go through here and see if I can find anything at all. Needs rolling. Hey, that'll work down there at the bottom. I like that mod. I like that mod a lot. Oh yeah, and I'm also back in a regular power shift transmission setup. It's fine for now. I got really tired of using key buttons for doing my transmissions. It was fun. It's just not my cup of tea. Oh, apparently this thing loves going fast. So let's go then. Rolling's definitely one of those things where you don't want to do it, but you have to, especially get that little extra bonus. So we do it. Alrighty, there we go. As much as I love this thing, we are gonna have to give it back. Oh man, it was so much fun. That's such a fun mod. The good thing is, hey, I think we're at a good spot, at least today in game, to get a little bit of sleep. So that's good. But we have a big problem. We don't have a bed. Tell you what, I think I'm gonna basically own this place by the time it's all said and done. There's that. Can I get further? Nope. All right, well, I guess that stuff's gonna stay dirty. Well, I guess it's all come down to this, huh? I have to make myself a campsite. Well, I would love to show you my campsite. Look at this. It's perfect. It's right beside our farm, which is super cool, so I can see my farm. It's got the equipment back there, so we could probably make our own little pathway back there. I could change clothes. I can sleep. Everybody's happy. I even got a cooler with my favorite drinks. Oh, yeah. Got some monster in there. That's what I'm talking about right now. You ever see the movie Transformers where Bumblebee goes past another Camaro and then turns into that Camaro? Well, we're not going to do that. It's really not that. But we are going to upgrade our John Deere 7810. And you're probably asking, well, how in the world are you going to upgrade this thing? It's already upgraded to the max, and you got, you know, extra little turbocharger boosty boost in there, giving you an extra 20% of power. Well, I begged Chris from Chris and Riley because I wanted a CVT transmission, and he helped me. In order to do this and hopefully do this right, we are going to just take the money that we've got and keep it, I guess, at the end of the day. So we got 126, 135. So we'll basically get rid of this and then get the new one. We're going to customize the new one with you guys just so you can kind of see it. As far as I know, it's not something that's going to be public or anything like that. DJ just asked really, really, really nicely and hopes he doesn't have to pay back a favor later. Here's what we're using. The John Deere 7810 DjGoHam. So this has got a little bit more power than the last one did. I did not ask for 5,000. It just kind of happened. I like it though. I think it's cool. Anyway, I just want a CVT transmission, so that's exactly what Chris did. Threw in a CVT transmission, but he also gave me a 485 and a 5,000 horsepower engine because he probably was like, hee, this'll be funny. 484 is a little bit much, I think. At least for right now, we would just completely shoot through the moon. But I think I'm still going to keep it where it was. Although I do not remember what kind of wheels I had. Was it Continental? Was it a Michelin? I don't remember. Here we go. This is what I've decided to go for. I don't remember what wheels I had, but we're going to stick Michelins on there because they look great. So we've got the 175 horsepower engine, variable transmission, which is going to be an absolute game changer for this. Plus, we still have our 20% boost on there. We'll go ahead and buy that. There we go. And we need to reset the cache. It's real. Here it is. And the gears aren't changing. Oh, it's so smooth. It just gets up to power. And I believe this one's a little bit faster too. It seems to be going 31 miles an hour instead of the typical lot slower than that. Yeah, here's the one that I was using, 24 miles an hour. So, we got a little extra speed. Same power. Everybody better watch out. Turn the beacons on. Here we come. Now, it is no surprise. I'm going to back up here. It is no surprise that we are in kind of a little spot right now because we're waiting on crops to grow. But according to my handy dandy Maparuski right here, this guy, it's ready for harvest. A lot of this is ready for harvest, which means we should have some contracts, maybe? Yeah, I think that might be a bit of an understatement, huh? Yeah. Now we have a bunch of wood transport. We have rock removal, which I'm not interested in. Plowing, goodness gracious, that's a big plowing contract. But the big things right here are our harvesting contracts. Looking good through there. Let's see. Fertilizing contracts, got nice stuff. 90 grand. Almost feel like we're going to be breaking the bank on that one. Oh yeah, and there's like 5 deadwood missions. I don't want to do any of those. Well, I thought I could turn stuff off, but I can't. So I guess we're just stuck with those. So why don't we take on some contracts that are going to help us buy our own combine harvester? I think that's going to be one of the things we need next. And we're not going to take on crazy contracts, but I feel like a few little ones here and there might be good for us. So things like this, a plowing contract. I could send our tractor that we have with my own equipment to that. And it'll do it pretty quickly. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we're just going to accept the contract, bam, and we are ready to go for that one. But that's only one contract. We're going to take on a couple here. Let's see. Fertilizer contract. We could do that. I have the stuff to do this. Yeah, we could do it. And then I say we need a harvesting contract. And this one's actually not too bad. Up here, Farmland 24, it's given us $20,000. We can use their equipment. Nice and easy. So 3 contracts. I figured that the plowing and the fertilizing one we can kind of use at the same time. Although, I guess I'm not taking my front weight with me, am I? That's all right. We'll just drop that right here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have a green card. You know, whenever we get a combine harvester, we are going to be making bank. Absolute bank money. We have a teensy bit of a problem here. We have lime. I don't want lime. Holy cow, that's a lot of lime. We'll have to figure that one out later on. But yeah, we're gonna have to put solid fertilizer in here, huh? All right, so I guess the plow's gonna go on the front because there's no way that I'm gonna put a full fertilizer spreader on the front. This plow doesn't hardly weigh nothing. Excuse you, I was already in a row, dude. I'll be honest with you. This is like driving a brand new tractor. It is so nice, it's so smooth. The inputs are nice, the power is not ridiculous, but I feel like it's enough. And sometimes you get a tractor that's just like, why doesn't it have more power? It used to be fair, that was John Deere in the game. That was the 6M, 6R series, somewhere around there. The smaller 6Rs. That was kind of them in a nutshell. I was like, why? Why isn't it going? Oh my gosh, I spent all my money. I forgot this holds 37,000 liters. We better be doing some awesome fertilizing contracts. Holy cow, I'm poor. If you will excuse me momentarily, we're gonna go and accept that $90,000 fertilizing contract. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Accept the contract, yep. And while we're here, we're gonna have to take out a loan. Oh man, what about it, dude, what about it? Oh, I forgot I have a loan as well. Oof, and I can't borrow any more money. I can't repay any more money. I'm screwed. There's only one thing that we could do that is going to save us right now because we need cash and we don't need lime. So I'm gonna have to sell this lime. Yep, because like an idiot, I filled this thing up with too much fertilizer. It ain't nobody's fault but my own. I can't blame nobody. It is my fault. That's what I get. The good thing is at least we can sell lime. So there's that. I'm gonna try and back this up in between all of these. Yeah, one of them moved a little bit, but I think we can all agree that was pretty good right there. All right, let's fill it up. How much lime are we gonna have at the end? 20,144. All right, lime has given us a bit. What is it? 631,000 right now. It says that I could sell it back at the bulk fill station, but I don't think that's how that works. So we're just not gonna worry about that. I had a multi-sell station down here. This should at least give us some money to do what we need to do first. But yeah, I kind of forgot that I had a loan. I should have remembered that. Also, I really didn't want to get rid of all this lime either, but I also have way too much solid fertilizer now. Come on, sell. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, I forgot I have the bottom opened. I did have the bottom open. Can I not sell lime here? Got it. We're good. We're good. We're good. Making money, making money, making money. Big money. Stop. Yeah. 12,700 bucks. All right, that's going to be enough for us to at least do what we need to do. I love how basically now the plowing contract is useless. So like, yeah, I don't want to go too crazy. And then immediately you take on a $90,000 contract because you accidentally spent all your money. Oh boy, there it is. Just over the horizon. That's the farm that I want. Maybe not the house. I could go without the house. But the rest of the farm is awesome. You got cows on there. There's all kinds of cool stuff, man. Maybe that's what we need to buy. I will say usually there are cows available or animals in general in these animal farms. However, just to make things a little bit easier or harder, I guess, depending, I have deleted said animals. So we do not have them anymore. Also, I apologize for driving on the wrong side of the road. I've been playing Forza Horizon 6 too much. And apparently I'm driving past one of the fields that I need to be doing the contract on. Crap. Man, even at 31 miles an hour, this feels like it takes forever to get from one part to the other. Oy, no wonder I use trucks to get around this map. Tractors are so slow. Alrighty, so let's drop off our plow on the front. There we go, got that. And we're gonna take this up here. Hopefully our worker can do a pretty good job of this field. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna go though. We're gonna do something a little bit weird. We're gonna start with the headland, at least with the worker, not with me. So we got it all set up. Hopefully they are happy with how this works. Need double check real quick. Deactivate automatic application rate. I don't even know if that's gonna do anything or not, but hey, we'll find out, right? Alrighty. Tap the button. It is a different person. It is not me. So let's see if they go to here and then start. They're going to start with up and down, aren't they? Probably. Let's change the overlay real quick, just to see what kind of trouble they get into. Let's see, mulched, pH, nitrogen, there we go. Yep, they decided to go up and down, regardless of what I said. All good, at least it's getting done. All right, what's next? Harvesting, that's what's next. Oh yeah. I guess we could enable the straw swap. That's not gonna do anything for us, not right now anyway, but I don't know. Could be fun. Maybe we can come in here and after the contract's done and pick up some bales. We don't have a baler, so I don't know how in the world that's gonna work, but I guess we could figure it out as we go. See, 12.2 meters, we're definitely gonna be running 2 headlands. Let's turn it on, and we'll get into the field. Nice, 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 nice. As per usual, I'm a big fan of not going 6 miles an hour, but it does feel like 10, 11, somewhere around there. I don't know, just feels right. All done with the first little round of pass right here. We're 11,255. We'll go ahead and dump that in. I don't know if we'll be able to get the entire field on there or not. What does it say we've got in here? Potential harvest quantity, 55,700. And I don't remember what this trailer holds. 51,800. So we might be coming back, we may not. All right, a little bit more done, and a little bit more done. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Let's go ahead and put this in here. Guess everything's gonna go in the same spot anyway, but may as well dump it here. At least so we could see it up there at the top right-hand corner. Like that. I know that's 100% full. And now we can just back up a little bit, and we'll dump it in here. And now that one is full too. So the last one, and the largest of the 3, into the box. If you can ignore the fact that he's going 15 miles an hour, this isn't too bad. He's actually knocking this out pretty good. Let's see, down here, let's see, growth, hotspot, farmland, we're not getting anything from that, are we? No, we're not, but we get it from here. So you can see we've got everything, at least through the main part of it, done. It's still got quite a bit of work to do, and it still needs to do the headland, but you know what? This is working out really well, and it's still not using a bunch of fertilizer. Of course it's not. All right, let's finish this up. Let's knock out the rest of this field, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. And we need to figure out, can we even afford to come and pick up anything off of this field? All right, rocking and rolling. We are almost finished with this. As you can see, it's showing harvesting, field 24, 80%. So we are almost done with that. There we go. We got to figure out, still, I don't know if we're going to be able to pick up anything off of this field or not. I got to go through. That's pretty cool, but it doesn't hold a lot. Well, there's this. We could lease it, $2,550. We could definitely do okay with that. So I'm fine with the leasing costs for that. However, there's one itty bitty problem. My tractor's busy, and he's got 2 more fields after the one he's doing now. So I think maybe we will go finish those contracts, then maybe come back over here and pick up the straw. I think that's going to be the best thing to do. Can we do it? Can we fit this entire field in one trailer? Yes, we can. All right. It says 96%, but I think that's only for the back portion. I believe this trailer is probably stacked full. Let's see, what's it at? 98%. That's ridiculous. Delivery is going to be right there. Oh yeah, forgot. I actually have a little bit of grain that I could sell if I needed some extra cash. I don't want to, not yet, but if we have to, we could. Oh well, while we wait, let's go ahead and drive this down to town. Anybody want to see what's wrong with Farming Simulator these days? Among other things. Why is my worker backing up from one corner of the field to the other just to go fertilize? Holy cow, no. Oh, that's ruthless, man. That's so ruthless. Oh, it's terrible. All right, we got to get in here. We got to change this up a little bit. There we go. All right. So we are going to knock out the rest of this, I think. And here we go. And I'm totally going to go way faster. This field's going to take forever, even at this speed. All righty, one contract finished. Boom, done. Let's see. Now we need to go to 3 and 4. 4 is actually a pretty big field. While we drive halfway across the map, I guess I can come in here and go ahead and find fertilizing completed. Collect. Yeah. There we go. 90 grand. Still not made up for it, but we're all right. I really did not want to take this contract, but we had to. All right, I think we're gonna have to go into the big farm to actually get to these other fields, but that's all right. Oh, take a right. There we go. Oh, there's no road that goes that way. Take it a left, straight across the farmyard. Whee! All right, I think we go do the fertilizing contract first, and then we do the plowing contract after. I gotta remember which one's which. 3 is the plowing contract. There's no way that's a fertilizing contract. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of line everything up. So we'll just drop that plow right there and then go over here and we will hit this very quickly. Well, the worker was kind of all over the place, so I decided to take this one on myself. I did one pass around, was like, oh, I'll just hire somebody. No, that was not the right answer. There we go, collect that. A little bit extra cash, 42 grand off of that one. Nice. So I guess technically still whatever 124,000 minus 90,000 is, was it 34,000, somewhere around there? We've still lost that much money, but we'll be all right. That's why I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that straw. But now one more contract to do, and that is this one. Plowing contract. Now this thing's pretty sweet. So you may remember this from previous episodes. We got a 10 meter working with on here, but we can actually bump this all the way up to 50 meter working with. And well, I kind of think it would be fun to try that out. So we're going to do that. 50 meters. There it is. Holy cow, that's ridiculous. No, I spent $10,000 on it. No! I should not have to pay $10,000 to make the plow very, very big and hilarious. Not doing it. All right, drop it down. And here we go. Double checking, making sure that our plowing is off. Yeah, allow create fields is off. We're good. I absolutely love this thing so much. It is awesome. If you guys like doing contracts, but you don't really like doing all the work, or you just want to get it done quickly, something like this is definitely what you need. All right, we are almost done with this plowing contract, just a little bit more. For some reason, my frame rate has gone to the dust. 98, 99. There it is. Contract finished, and I can actually edit this thing back down to 10 meters. Yes. I think that's probably good. That's where we should have been running it the whole time anyway, but whatever. All right, so this also means, there we go, collect. Boom, done, got it. This also means we have one more contract to do left, but that's the one where we are going to go steal all the, do an extended contract where we help them with their straw. Yep, sure, huh? So here's what we're rocking with. It does have a $20,000 expansion there, so it's going to cost a little bit more to lease, but that's okay because we should make way more than that off of the contract itself, and hopefully, fingers crossed here, hopefully we could pick up the entire field and sell it. If we can't pick up the entire field, there's always the option of putting down an extra sell point or something like that up there, and well, here's just to hoping that this tractor can pull this whole thing anyway. Now we need to set this up to a 12.2, yeah, 12.2 meter working with. There we go. Drop it, set it up, turn it on, and go, and it should allow us to pick it up, and it does. Oh yeah, I forgot I got fast farming turned on too, so I guess that's gonna be a thing. Let's see if we can pick up this whole field. That's gonna be a big old question mark, but hey, here we go. And if you're curious what I'm using to do this, it is called Contract Boost. Unfortunately, it's PC only mod, but it works awesome. It's been one of my favorite mods since it came out. I love it. Here we go. We're definitely not full. We did get close though. We're about 73% full right now. You know what? That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So 189, 190, probably about 191,000, roughly. Yeah, roughly. So we'll take this. We need to find ourselves where we're going to be selling straw at. Where is straw? I don't know why, but it keeps telling me go to bulk fill station and sell it there for like twice as much as anywhere else. I don't think you can sell stuff there. I swear, if we put something in here and it doesn't give me money, I'm going to be mad. Let's see. I don't think there's any sell station on this thing. Holy cow, there's a sell station on it. Let's see, let's dump a little bit, see if we get any money. We got money? Oh, I never knew there was a sell point on this thing. All right, yeah, that's definitely where we're gonna be selling stuff from now on. Man, oh man, all right. We should get a little bit of cash. Let's see what our total's gonna be, 49,000. Okay, so we profited about 15,000 from where we were. Let's go and return that. There we go. Getting left in the dust right now by, oh, come on. You guys suck at driving. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. Here I thought the Forza had bad AI. Yikes. All right, well, the good thing is we're almost ready up here. We've got a bunch that we can go ahead and deliver. That's good. And with all of this as well, I think that's where we're going right there. We should have a little bit left, and we're gonna hang on to that just so we can make a little bit extra in the end. So just to prep, make sure we have tip side front. We want that. And then after tip side front, we're going to tip side back. Holy cow. This truck is great, but it is struggle busing just a little bit. All right, first up, dump the entire front. All done there. Now we want to tip side back. I was kind of hoping that would complete the entire contract, but I guess not. So now we need to tip side middle, and we're keeping an eye on everything because we're going to try and keep as much as we can. We got 10,000 liters in there. Let's see, 97%, 98. Usually goes 100 pretty fast. And there it is, stop it. All right, we only made 240 bucks, but we have 4,500 liters left. That's good news. We'll bring this around and we're going to dump this in the silo. I think it's this area right here, right? I believe. Rent train. Yeah, it should be that. I think I've been dumping stuff here. Oh, no, that's where you get stuff out. This is where you dump. Yeah. Anyway, I've got stuff in there, but I don't remember how much I have. What do we have in there anyway? Let's see, 21,000 liters of oats and 31,000 liters of wheat. But after this, we'll have a little bit more. Bingo! Dumped it in there. Nice. Also, big shout out to everybody who has recommended using the train silo as my own personal silo. That's been working real good. Real good. So after all of that is said and done, contracts complete. Collect it, baby. Yeah. We started off at 124,000 and we are now up to 241,000. A little bit higher than I was expecting to be, but still not too shabby. So there we are. We hit the jackpot overnight on some used equipment, and I cannot wait to show you. It was perfect timing. It's actually a little bit earlier than it probably looks, or later, I guess, rather than the day. It's still 10 a.m. Granted, it is September, and things have progressed forward. What we've got is two pieces of equipment. I got a belt trailer and I got a sprayer. And the belt trailer is going to help us out first today because I've got quite a few things in the used category that we could just go sell right away. And as for the sprayer, well, I got the used deal of a lifetime on this thing. Absolutely pumped about it, even if it does have European warning signs all over it. And this is Alma, Missouri. You see in here, we got some stuff like a silage bale right there. Bag of seeds. We got all kinds of stuff. Here's a herbicide tote. I think I could sell this, actually. Herbicide. I don't actually know if I could sell that or not. No, I cannot. So it's a good thing that I looked so that we don't buy that. But basically, we've got all these consumables in here that I can buy and then go sell immediately. Stuff like this, square bell twine, I'm not quite sure if we could sell that or not, but, well, we'll look into it. No, cannot sell square bell twine, and it's a good thing that I've checked, and I should know that by now. So, we have a few things that we could buy. It's not a bunch, but it's a few things. So this is $501, but normally they cost $1,250,000. $1,250. Yeah, you got it. Here's everything that we've got. We have a silage bale, we have seeds, we've got a grass bale, and we have a herbicide tote. So, what I actually need is that herbicide. We're going to take our sprayer right here, which again, just absolute killer deal on it. We're going to load up herbicide in it because I'm going to need to use this later on. Only holds 3,500 liters, so whatever, all good. Good thing is, too, is a sprayer. And because it is a sprayer and I got the lime mod installed, I can actually utilize that now, which is super cool. We're gonna drop that there for now though. Now I don't have auto load or anything like that set up, so we're just gonna enable super strength. And please, can I not pick that bale up? If I can't pick that bale up, this whole thing is blown. Can I move the bale? I can move the bale, but I can't pick it up. Oh, it's so weird. Remove super strength, can't pick it up there either. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I know why. The bale's stuck under the map. Cool. Yeah, that's what I wanted to happen. All right, well, how you fix that is you basically push it to wherever the sell point is. I don't think I've got anything that could actually push it in an adequate way though, so this is just gonna be really awkward. Yeah, see, I've already messed it up. How about we lose this trailer? That's gonna make things easier. All right, seeds of grass, get it over here. Boop, got it. See, 3,100 bucks. Not too shabby. And just because I can, I'm actually going to leave the trailer right over here, just in case in future days we see anything else we want. I thought that was very cool. One rule that I've got is I'm gonna try and buy as much John Deere stuff as I possibly can. See, September, see, we got October, maybe in November we'll be able to buy a combine harvester. If nothing else, well, we can always just keep doing what we've been doing. I hate that this is under the map. It's just following the bottom of the map. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll try and buy our combine harvester. We'll see if that's even gonna be a possibility. It's gonna be quite expensive. All right, let's see if we can get this to pop up. Yeah, there we go. All right, $2,200 for that one. Nice. I hated that I had to do that, but it worked. Well, hey, now we got quite a few things. We got a fertilizer spreader. We have a sprayer now as well. I think I've still got like 30,000 liters of solid fertilizer left. If you missed the last one, you definitely want to go watch that. I made a lot of mistakes. Oh, sure did. All right. We should be good to not damage any of the floor here, or any of the ground. Let's go here. I think two. You know what? Let's just do one Edlin. It's probably just going to be easier to keep up with everything that way. I don't know if we even have any weeds around the outside or not. It is hitting a little bit there, kind of on the right side, but yeah, I guess we do need to run this. Okay. I would normally just do like a mechanical weeder on this. Yeah, it would be slower, but I don't know, I think it would look cool. We do have a very affordable John Deere mechanical weeder, but unfortunately, if you know anything about precision farming, well, we actually need to run this. Let's see, where's our soil types? That's not it. Where's weeds? There we go. That's what we got right there. But the thing is, over here, precision farming, weed control. There you go. In order to do this, we actually need to run herbicide instead of a mechanical weeder. Just is what it is. Now, so remember, all the spots that we have plowed up, we're not going to be getting any weeds here because, well, you don't get weeds in the areas that you've plowed up. However, I didn't plow up most of this field. I just plowed up the outside edges. So that's where we're running into problems. You can actually see on the map here, let's see if we can pop it over to the weed setup. Here we go. You can actually see where the fields were. That's great. Oh yeah, make sure you've got all of the options installed on these as well, because it'll just pop down wherever there's a weed. I mean, we've only used 4 liters of herbicide this whole field. Oh yeah, I forgot I had wild boars turned on. Wonder if they're gonna damage the crops. Well, I'm guessing most of you guys already know this, but no, I don't have crop care wheels on right now, and there's no crop destruction, but there is crop destruction turned on, just so you can drive the first stage of growth with any wheels that you like, which is why I like to do this job right here as soon as possible. Just doing thumbnail stuff right now, and I just thought this looked awesome, and I had to show you guys. I think it looks so cool. I mean, come on. That looks awesome. That's so cool. I just got it right when the train was coming by. All right, that's enough. So what's going to be this grand total that we need to talk about? It is a total of 17 liters. And that is how you could save money doing precision farming stuff. 17 liters to do this whole field. Now, granted, it wasn't the whole field, but we did do everything. So there you go. All right. we're working on it. We got a good amount of equipment. We still owe $500,000 to the bank, but I won't tell if you want. Eventually, I'm going to run away anyway, so whatever. You know, sometimes you just run around aimlessly trying to find something to do, and you realize, well, there's nothing really to do. My fields are done. There's no contracts that I want to take, although there are some pretty good contracts, I'll be honest with you. In here, we have quite a few harvesting contracts. Here we go. Some of the prices are okay, not gonna lie. Some of them are pretty good. Like this one. Look at that. That's a pretty good contract right there. But it's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. A little bit far away. A little bit big. A little bit big on the field. So I think it's just a little bit more than what I can handle right now. So we're gonna do a little bit of sleep. See, it's September. I think November, maybe in December, we'll be ready to harvest. I still think that it's gonna be a November harvest, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, check this out. Some more used equipment that I think is going to be beneficial to us. So this is actually a baler. You know that, but it's got a hitch on the bottom, and with said hitch, we can actually hook this up to our John Deere bale trailer, and we could collect all of our bales at the same time that we make them. Yeah, I'm definitely buying this, like 100%. That's mine now. Well, there is one contract I think we could probably take on here. 14 fertilizing contract. Good amount of money. We're just going to accept that. We don't need to borrow anything. I think that's probably going to be the only contract that we rock along with. We do have another fertilizing one up here. Pretty easy. I mean, we may as well take it, right? Accept that contract. There we go. Couple fertilizing. Tell you, they are the easiest. We do have some insanely big harvesting contracts. We're not going to do them, but it is something to, you know, note. Very notable. We also have quite a few other things as well, sowing, things like that. But yeah, I think we're just going to rock with these fertilizer contracts. We have arrived at our first field. This should be very easy. Shouldn't take long at all. I'm not going to hire a worker on these. I'm just going to do them all myself. Let's see. I also want to make sure that I bring out my little window down there at the bottom. And here we go. Yeah. Yes, I'm going fast. Please feel free to roast me in the comments. But this is a fast farming series. This is not a go slow series. This might end up being the easiest $6,000 that I've ever made in Farming Simulator. It really, truly could be. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It's going to be completed in no time. There it is. Contract finished. Let's go ahead and collect that. Boom, boom. $6,500. Collect. I'll think about much. Harvesting seems to be done for most of the map here. Goodness gracious. I don't think there's any harvesting left to be done. Oh, yeah, this is one of the harvesting contracts right here. This field, absolutely insane what it's paying. Of course, this big thanks to the contract boost mod, but you know what? Nonetheless, could I have driven on the road? Of course I could have, but it wouldn't be as much fun. This is fun. Now this next one is a bigger field, but we're going to do exactly the same thing. Let's see, double check, make sure everything's good to go. It is. And as soon as we get into the field, we're going to go ahead and turn it on. There we go. And get it rocking and rolling. Sweet. All right, let's knock out this contract quickly. Contract completed. Got it. All right, let's go and collect that. Boom, done. Another $32,000 in the hole. And we can go ahead and pack it up. So, fields are looking good. And I think probably tomorrow we'll be ready for harvest. Well, it is harvest time, and unfortunately we've struck out on possible options for a John Deere harvester. Yes, there is one down here at the bottom, but holy cow, it's not a big one. Only holds 5,800 liters. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, after $20,000 worth of leasing costs, we finally have our combine harvester, and we are rocking with the John Deere S7 700. This is a chunky boy. It's a big monster. We got a 10.7 meter working with. We are gonna rock at 2 headlands for everything. Let's go ahead and select that. And up at the top, we need to make sure that we enable that straw swap because we're going to bale up said straw after it's all said and done, which I'm real happy about as well. So I guess we just cut right into the field right here. Yeah, I guess that will work. Nice. Alrighty. We will go a little bit faster than this, but at least to start off, I just want to make sure that we get everything. Yee, buddy. Alrighty. Cool. All right, now let's kick her into overdrive. 24 mile an hour might be a little bit fast. We'll have to wait and see kind of how this works. But yeah, so we're gonna bale up everything. So that's fun. All that will be sold in the baby bale form. We'll probably sell those now. I doubt we will hang on to those. It's just not much of a point to do that. Also, I forgot we were harvesting canola. I had no idea. I thought it was like oats or something. Also, good news, we are getting some awesome stuff off of this field right now. We are at 100 and oh no, uh-oh. Talk about some baby bales, man. That's gonna be fun to harvest all that or get that all done. We are at 121% right now, where we would normally be. That is awesome for this. That is so awesome. All right, let's put it back down. Let's see. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. All right. I said 24 mile an hour might be a little bit fast. It definitely is way too fast. So whenever we get near the end, we will slow it down a little bit. That way the straw can go and pop out like that. And we'll slow right up to about 10 miles an hour. That will do it. Bring it up and overlay it. Perfect. Okay. So let's finish up this headland and see what we can get ourselves into, what kind of trouble we can get into. Well, here's something nice. About 90% done for our headland. How you like that? How you like them apples? Man, that's almost perfect. I also almost forgot that I had to cart. I forgot about that part. Look at this tractor just in here chilling out, doing its thing. By the way, if you missed in the last episode, we actually showed how this was able to get upgraded. Big thanks to Chris from Chris and Riley. Absolutely awesome. Loving this thing so much. It's got CVT in it now. Power's the same, but I am able to kind of move it on a little bit. It's got a 31-ish mile an hour max speed now instead of 24, so that's great. Here we go, canola going in here. Let's take a look while that's going in at some of our sales. What do we got? Oats. Let's see, we're looking for 29. Ooh, bulk fill stations up at the 33. Be interested to see what that's like in a few days. Let's see, pop down to wheat. Again, bulk fill station. Man, for the win right now. That's definitely where we're going to be selling stuff. You can make so much money off of that. Buy the stuff, sell the stuff. Yeah. And then this is canola. So we are, I mean, literally right now is when we need to sell that. Okay, well, that's good to know at least. I thought I remembered there being a spot down here that didn't get quite hit. How about we slow down a hair here? Get that straw swath nice and big, and when it starts to get a little smaller, like right there, we'll kind of overlap it. Nice, there we go. Cool. And then I'm just gonna spin this bad boy around. I need to hit this real quick. We'll get it close enough to the existing swath right here. There we go. Just gonna let it fall right on it. Just like that. Perfect. I think that's the only spot that we missed along the side. We can double check it, but I think that was it. Let's go ahead and turn the combine back on and get back to it. It's gonna be a little bit weird right there with that brake, but I don't think we'll have too much trouble with it or even forget. Oh, look, there's a little bit more right there. Tell you what, really like this combine harvester. Although, if I was gonna buy one, I think I might buy the S5. It's a little bit smaller, I think, for our size farm. Come on, pop out the straw. There you go. I think for our size farm and the tractor that we've got at the very least, it's a good size combine harvester for where we're at. It's not over the top, it's nothing wild and crazy, not huge. This is good, but it's really good for doing this field quickly. You know, I don't think we need to do this field as fast as we're doing it right now, but I love going fast so much. End of our second pass now, and there we are. Now, one thing I'm really excited about using the baler, like harvesting, cool. I really want to use the baler. So for fun, I just want to go a little bit over it before we take off because I think it's going to look fun. The baby bells are just going to be like pop, 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 pop. Just back and forth, right and left, all over the place. And since we've got this auto-loading trailer, we could just use that and pick them all up at the same time. So it's going to be like pow, 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 pow. Kind of excited about it. And I want to see it too because I'm only putting out a couple of these videos a week. So therefore, I won't be able to play on this map again for the next, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. I want to see it. I think it's going to look awesome. We do need to customize the baler real quick before we do anything. Did I say baler? I meant the bale trailer. So right now it is set on non-auto loading. Let's change it up, set it on auto loading. I am going to keep it on pre-1976 because I like the yellow with the black deer logo. The other one is fine too. Nothing wrong with that. The black with the yellow, but I like that one. I just think it looks cool. Also, not a big fan of the headache rack on here. Just my thing, but because we are doing the bells, I think that this is a great time to use it. And we will throw in the tractor triangle. Wha bam, wha bam, wha bam. I'll think about them. Look it up. I've done way too many Elvis things today. I need to knock that off. Also, if anybody made a baby baler that looks like the Massey but is green and yellow, hit me up. I'd love to use it. Now we're at a 10.7 meter working width on the header, so we're going to run the same thing here. Oh, went the wrong way. 10.7. Nice. 2 headlands. Cool, 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 cool. Let's see. We need to do quite a few things, don't we? Let's see. Unfold that. We need to set the baler into operating position. Is there any, or bale trailers, is there anything else that we need to do with the baler? Oh yeah, turn it on and lower it down. Cool. It does worry me that it says I don't have access to this land. Aha! And yet we do have access to said land. Hopefully the bells pick up with the trailer. Oh, they do! Oh, it's so cool. I don't know if we should go full speed with this or not. But I said that we would. See, here we go. There's a bell. 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 Oh, it's just popping out right and left. Boink, 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 boink. And we're not even going full speed. We're going 20 miles an hour. If we were going 30, it'd be ridiculous. It is having a little bit of a hard time hanging on and keep it up, though. That baler just seems to be it just seems to be along for the ride. You got the bale trailer in the back and the baler in the middle, just holding on for dear life. Oh, it's hilarious. All right, this is gonna be the big thing right here. How does this go? Oh, it worked. I can't believe it worked. That was so cool. Let's bring it around the outside. Yeah, buddy. Man, what do we have? 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. There's so many baby bells. Oh, this is the life, man. This is the life. We are having a good time. It really is one of the most ridiculous sights ever. Now, what would it be if we were going main speed? 6 miles an hour. I mean, it's still pretty quick. It's a little slower than I want it to be, but it's still pretty quick. So after one pass around the entire thing, we are up to, let's see, 127, 28, 29, just about 130. Let's see, let's turn the baler off and force unload it. That last one's not being loaded onto the trailer. Uh-oh. Now it is. All right, we're good. I have come to a conclusion. These bells will help me get out of debt. Previously on Alma, Missouri, we went through and we harvested the entire headland around our one canola field. But we're going to be finishing that today. I'm going to let the worker kind of go through and do what they do. We're going to try and cart and maybe make some bells at the same time. We'll see how that goes. Speaking of bells, we got to figure out where in the world we're going to sell them. I don't know what my guy's preparing for, but he is not happy to be in the air. First things first, let's get the combine harvester set up and ready to go. We got to figure out where in the world we are going to start it off. I think maybe over here on the left-hand side, this seems to be the best spot. Yeah, so you can just kind of drive straight here. Hopefully that works. We're going to be getting a little close here. Can we get this backed up right? Hey, there we go. Let's assume that the worker's gonna do a good job and do what I want him to do with that. So we set him up, AI worker, 10.7 meter working with, 2 headlands, work direction automatic, work the headlands off. Turn it off. And hit OK and go. And hopefully he does his thing. Run, run, run. Don't back into the tractor. Don't do it. No. Stay away from my 7810 from Chris and Riley. Good boy. Decided to monitor this because I didn't trust him. But it seems like everything's going pretty well. So far, so good. And I think he's going to get down here to the end and then going to turn a little bit. Would be nice if we had GPS turned on and we could see what the lines were. That'd be pretty cool, right? Maybe it's just me. All right, well, I turned off the last clip 1 second too short. There he went, off to the side, all good. 9% done. He's gonna go down here and turn around and do it all again. As far as us though, I think maybe we just go ahead and go sell these bells. We got 85% of the total capacity for the bells on here already. So that means we need to find out where we're gonna sell them. Probably gonna be here. Where's the sell point? Actually, no, the bulk fill station is the kind of place to go. Although I still feel like we should go to the Sell Everything XL because it's not that it's half of what we would be getting, but goodness gracious, holy cow, you can make a lot of money selling at that place. And it would almost be like a cheat code. We'd have to do half as much stuff to get twice the amount of money. Part of that sentence was right. Should get a decent amount of money off of this. Not quite sure how much we're gonna get. 13 grand and we got 2 grand environmental score. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I forgot that the environmental score goes through the roof after your first harvest. Love it. Let's go get some more. Honestly, kind of getting to the point now where I need 2 tractors because we got our combine harvester out there and now we've got all of this going on. Let's go and bring the baler down, lower that. I think I turned on the worker, or not worker, but I think I turned on the collection for the baler. Let's see. Go and enable a little fast farming here. Let's not go too crazy with it. 15, 14. That'll work. Oh no! Uh-oh. Bad things are happening. All right, we're cool. Everything's cool. I'm cool, you're cool. Everybody cool. Uh-oh, Worker G has nearly finished the nearly fuel tip full. Let's do that again. Uh-oh, Helper G stopped manually. I did that. Uh-oh. We're cool, don't worry. I don't. Also, why is it Helper G? I'm playing it single player to have 1 helper. Just call it Helper A and be done with it. We'll say this combine harvester is a little bit heavy with all this grain in it. Figure we'll bring it over here and I'll just go back over there and set it on a worker and hopefully it's not mad at me. But we are going to be doing a good sale. Let's see, how much is in here? 35, 36,000. Man, we're going to be doing okay. Let's see, what do we have? So oats, it's almost time to sell. Good time to sell almost. Maybe another day, maybe 2. You never know. December, January, sometimes those prices just kind of run together. But that's going to be all right because we have, what, 21,000-ish? So 21,000, multiply that about 3. Should make a good 60 grand off of that. Wheat, that's going to be another really good one. 35, it's about 18. So should make close to 70. Probably a little bit less, but close. And then all this canola, which is really selling for good. Let's bring it back over here and hope that he knows what to do. There we go. Hire him up. Will you just pull forward and work? I can't believe that actually worked. All right, back to it, I guess. We're just picking up bales. There we go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Popping them on and selling them in the dud. It is kind of fun to fly through here. Let's see, is there a big plot at the end? There is. We gotta watch this. Come on. And go do. That's awesome. Baby balers are so much fun. Let's do it again. Do. Ah, well, almost. It was kind of at the wrong end of that one, wasn't it? Back to it. We have officially made our way into the field now. The combine harvester still doing great. Looking good there. Looks like I am missing some spots here. Why don't we slow down? Let's turn around and do this part again. Goodness. I tried 15. That seemed a little bit slow, but 20 seems to be doing aye. And if a down and back on the combine harvester brings us close to 60%, I think it's probably a good idea that we go ahead and empty this guy while he's up here, because by the time he gets to the other end, he gonna be full. You know, I like the S7, but I think the S5 is probably what we would want to go for. The S5 is a little bit smaller. We could use a little bit of a smaller header as well. This is a 35 footer, I believe. So we could go for, is this a 35 footer? Yes. We could go maybe for a 25 footer or 30 footer on the S5. Something about the S5 combine just speaks to me. So then back to it. Boom, set it up. Hope that it actually does the job that you hired him to do. You don't know why he's going that way. backing it up, and then we get back to baling. Uh-oh, I don't know what's going on with the trailer back there. Did it get turned off? I don't know how in the world that happened. Oh well, it's fixed now. That's the important part. I can't remember how many bales this holds. I think it's 150. So we need to kind of monitor that. We're at 147 right now. How's about we turn the baler off, do a force unload, and yeah. See if I can get that bale off there. Yeah, there we go. Well, we're at 149. You know what? I think we're okay. Let's just go ahead and take this whole thing and sell it. Should make a little bit more off of this bale sell. I love how it just sells from the front. That looks so, I mean, just so cool. Let's see, 16.5 or 66. Another 2.4. Yeah. And of course, unload the combine again. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. We've got, I think, 3 more passes, what it looks like, maybe 2. We still got quite a few bales to pick up, but we are making good money off of the straw, so I'm very happy about that. I think the only way we could do better is if we had a way to pick it up loose and turn it into silage. But I don't think we're able to wrap baby bales. At least not yet. Not with any mod that I know about. So, can you even wrap baby bales? I don't even know if you could wrap these things. I never tried. Huh. Maybe we'll have to do that one day. I guess the other question would be, do they exist in the game? Let's see. Square, 120, grass, unwrapped. Can we do square silage? No. Okay, so I guess they just don't exist. That stinks. Sorry, you gotta be sold. And here we go, another sale. Another, what was it, 16,000? Ooh, 17. Things is going up. 17.6 right there. Hey, I was right. It was 3 passes left. Very cool. Oh man, I totally forgot I have nonstop crop enabled, so I never had to cart, ever. I never had to do any of this. I could have easily just selected this and set it as the destination. I didn't even think. I'm so sorry, Yos. You'll never let me live this down. Ever. You know, while we've got this combine harvester leased, I'm a little bit curious to see if we've got any harvesting contracts that are decent, that I could just hire a worker and let them do the whole thing. Let's see, 15, not bad at all. Holy cow, it's a $60,000, it's a $105,000 plowing contract. Jeez. We got some decent fertilizing contracts, so that's good to see. But yeah, I think we need to do a harvesting contract. I say we just do the biggest one right here. This is going to be another canola field. So what we could actually do is we could take the canola that we've got, sell what we have, because right now is the best time to sell canola. And then we could just head up to field 15, hire a worker, and have it set destination to that trailer. I think that's a great idea. We wouldn't even have to cart. We just, I don't know, do a headland and then let him do the rest. This is going to be so lazy. Turns out when you don't have a header trailer, it's kind of difficult to get from point A to point B, especially without hitting a bunch of traffic. But, good news. We made it down. Yeah, man. All right. So, unlike what I want to do, I am not going to be stealing any of the swath off of this. So we will disable the crop swath and bring the spreader thing there down. Spreader thing there? Goodness gracious, I really need to learn terminology. I've been doing this way too long. So after all that, 89,385 liters off of that field. Not a bad way to start the day, am I right? This is pretty good for a first harvest. Why are you walking in the road on the wrong side? Against traffic, not with it. Think I can beat the train? Oh yeah, we can beat the train. Oh, that was closer than I wanted it to be. Oh, that was not fun at all. Let's see, great sell point. It's right in front of us, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and jump up there. And we are going to deliver this canola. And this is our money. We should be able to pay off the debt with this. I think the entire thing. As long as we're over 500,000, that money is going straight to the debt. Yep, there we go. We have now paid off our loan unofficially, and along with that, we have an extra $129,000. Nice. Oh no. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. Of course. How'd we get an extra $42,000 in environmental score? Now, what are we doing so good? Goodness gracious. All I know is we're going to come through here and get this deleted, and I spam the delete key. Get rid of it quickly. Yeah. We paid off our debt. Sweet. All right, so we're going to leave that there. I need to go ahead and finish up these bales, because if I don't do that, I'm going to feel like I have not completed my task. And that's just, well, you know how it is. So what we need to do is we're pretty much just going to have this guy do everything himself. 10.7, 2 headlands, work the headlands, yeah. Start with the headlands, sure, that sounds great. And we are going to also make sure to set our trailer as the location right here. Set destination, there we go. Destination set. So now when this guy goes in, all of that canola they harvest, canola in destination at the bottom right hand side, it is all in that trailer that we've got. Yeah. Alrighty. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, look at the mud on the tires. That looks very cool. So we should have to do 0 carting, and this is just gonna fast farm this as a harvesting contract. We'll make a little bit extra cash, and we'll be able to sell a little bit extra canola on top of it. And all that is happening while we finish baling. All right, so here's where we're at now. We made 2 extra bales. So I've had to put them right here on the front where all this is, and we've got another, what, bale and a half, 2 bales in there. So we have to be very careful between here and the sell point, or else those bales could fall. Come on! What? I didn't even hit anything. They were just like, boop, off to the side. Ugh. Let's see what happens with these bales that are in the baler. Sometimes they sell, and sometimes you have to force unload them. Just like that. All right, let's go ahead and finish unloading the rest of this, see what we get. We did get 17 for one of them. Yeah, 17 for that one as well. I don't understand. If we have like 155 or what was it, just over 150 bales, we get like 7,000 or 17,000 something, but like 1 or 2 less, and it's in the 16s. It makes no sense. I guess I'll come back and pick these bales up that we missed. Goodness. I'm kind of starting to run out of room for stuff that I don't have room for in the shed. I'm gonna put this over here, but I got a pretty good sneaky suspicion I'm gonna forget I have that. All right, so what we gonna do, let's back up here. We should have some canola in here. We do, and it is going up. That's why I love this mod. Here we go, looking fresh. The worker's done a pretty good job. However, I am gonna take over because there's some spots it looks like that it's missed, and I could go a little bit faster than the worker can. So we'll wait till it gets down here to the end, and we will take off. Yeah, we moving now, baby. Let's go. Well, this has been a fun one. I think this is the first time that I've actually used this mod in any gameplay. Otherwise, it's just been mod previews. Non-stop crop? Let me tell you what. This is where it's at, man. This is where it's at indeed. All right, so we're going a little bit fast, but who cares? Whatever, we're having fun. We're 44,000 liters, whatever the, let's see, we're at 80% now. We're at 44,444. So anything over that is our crops to have. All right, so that's done. Now we need to bring this in. I believe we're at the right spot. We are. So we're going to get rid of the canola that's in here. That'll deliver for the contract, and anything that's left will deliver for us because it's ours and we make extra cash from it. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Let's see how much extra money we get on top of all of it. Okay, so we got an extra 13 grand and another 2 grand for the environmental score on top of the contract, so up to 156. Let's come in here, let's complete this contract, collect that. We got another 28 grand in there, so we're up to 185 with 0 debt. Let's go. We'll go after the train is gone, of course. So let's take a trip into the used categories because we have a bunch of John Deere stuff in here. We got a nice 9 ARB, though it's 300 grand. If we go all the way to the bottom, we've got some really cool stuff down here. And we can really modernize what we've got once we've sold some of our other crops, which I guess technically we could do soon. Let's see, we got a 7R in here. This is a 305 horsepower. Nice. It's got some interesting options here, so we'd have to change up some things, but we could get ourselves a 7R. That would be very cool. And let's see, maybe for about 150 grand, we could get the engine setups that we wanted. We've got not 1, but 2 6Rs in here. This one seems to be the better deal out of both of them. Plus, I like the customization options on this one better as well. But there's also this, which I think is a super great deal. 56% off, $100,000. Of course, it's the the 1775 NT, but cedar. I can't remember if I made this or somebody else made this, but it is a direct drill. It doesn't do any fertilizer, so we can do all of that ourselves. And it's big. 360 horsepower is required. I'd probably go with 400 just to be safe. But see, here's the thing as well. We've got other things like this. We got an 8R series in here, which is really showing some good stuff. 245 horsepower to be fair, and to upgrade is going to be almost $100,000 just to get what we need. We also have a 9RX in here. That's pretty sweet. I mean, we wouldn't need any horsepower updates. Holy cow, that's pink. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's not do John Deere dirty like that. There we go. But it just goes to show you, you got the 9RX in here, 517 horsepower, 180 grand. I mean, it's not awful. It's not awful at all. But I think what may be even the better buy for us is this guy. It's got the 280 in there, so 326 horsepower. But if we were to utilize my engine power mod, we can add on an extra 20% boost on there, giving us a good amount. Let's see, the engine would not have to be upgraded. We throw on some duals. 222,000. So I think to do everything we want to do and to get all the stuff that we want, let's see, we would also sell these as well. How much are we getting to sell these guys right now? 66, 66, and 66. So just over 19,000. There's a way that we can make this work. There's definitely a way that we can make this work. We still have things that we can sell. We have assets to get rid of, oats and wheat. However, I do worry that the sales that we've got are going to be a little bit late. We could sell them now. We can make a little extra cash. We could sell them later and do the right thing. So, will DJ do the right thing? Or will DJ do exactly what you think he's gonna do? I've had about a week now since recording the last video to figure out, do we want to upgrade? Do we want something else? What do we want? Well, I can tell you that in the next episode, we are actually going to have some of the DLC stuff in here. So I should probably be careful about what we do. The Sky Agriculture Pack, if you didn't know, is going to be coming out very, very soon, at least when this video is coming out. We have ground care. We also have some cedars. And along with that's like some fertilizing stuff. Lime and for fertilizer. So what I want to do is kind of wait and do those jobs then, but there is a few other things that we could do. I did mention as well that I wanted to maybe get some new equipment, but I'll be honest with you, like the equipment that is in here is so expensive. Even for the amount of money that we've got right now, like an 8R would be so cool to have. Like I would love this, but it's a little bit expensive. I think the only thing in here that I really, really want is this guy right here. I really want this, but I don't have a tractor that'll pull it. So we're going to go out. We're going to try and hit some contracts and make some cash today. In a perfect world, we'd be able to get that cedar and we would be able to get like an 8R or something like that. But do we need any of that? No. Do I want it? Well, of course I do. But I think right now we're probably okay. But it wouldn't hurt to upgrade a little bit. Plus, like, we also don't have any farmland yet. So that's there too. All right, so here's what we're doing. We got a couple fertilizer contracts. Farmland 19. The field is insanely large, but that's okay. We'll take it on. We'll get an extra 54,000 buckaroo-skaskuskians. Also in the fertilizer contracts, we have farmland number 4. This is another one that's a big field, but it's in a weird shape. But it's also paying a lot of money as well. So we're going to accept that one. I think we could probably knock out both of those with the amount of solid fertilizer we have. So we have 29,000 liters in here. So we should be okay. Now, these are not the only contracts that we've got, though. There are some other stuff in there, too, if we kind of wanted to abuse the privilege, as it were. Mainly these big plowing contracts. Now, could we go in here and just absolutely rock these things with the plow that we have? Yes, we can. We definitely could. I think maybe knocking out one of the big ones is a good idea. I don't want to use the equipment it gives us, but this 9R is actually giving me a little bit of a nudge. You see, we do have a 9R for sale, and it's right here. I mean, it's 484 horsepower. I think, no. 649 is actually the horsepower that it comes with. We got the big 590 engine in there. So, I mean, that's awesome. We can easily upgrade to a Michelin set of tires and, of course, make it US. We have to do that. And that would put us around 300 grand. But we would have an absolute monster of a tractor, like, at the beginning of a series. There have been times where there's been a 9RX or, a quad track or something, and I've been like, no, it's too early, brah. You know what? I'm tired of it being too early, bruh. I kind of want that 9R. It costs a lot of money. So maybe, just maybe, we figure something else out. There are some other stuff like, really what I need is about 350 horsepower. If I get about 350 horsepower, DJ will be happy. So, yeah. A tractor's got about twice as much, really. All right, let's kick this thing into overdrive. Let's take off the help window and let's move it. I do have the PDA Plus mod. I can't remember what it's called. It's the thing on the bottom left. Love that thing. Dude, this is such a weird field. So we started here, went all the way down, up to here. Now we're coming down again, and then we're going to have to go all the way around like that. Such a weird setup. I mean, the field is cool, don't get me wrong. I think the field looks awesome. It's just whenever you're trying to use GPS, especially going 30 miles an hour, it's like, oh, go left, right, oh! And then you crash. There you go. This is where we get into the really interesting bits and bobs down here at the bottom. Are we rocking it? Yeah, we're rocking it. And we're back where we started. Sweet. I gotta figure out how in the world it wants me to go up and down this thing. I'm definitely not doing what it says down here. I'm just gonna follow my little spot down there at the bottom left-hand corner and hit that like that. There we go. But this up here, up at the top, this is gonna be a little bit different. Get out of here, hogs. Scoped. All right, here's where we are, and going off to the right. I know I'm overlapping a little bit, but this is where it put me, so this is where we're going to go. All right, let's knock this out. All right, there we go. Contract completed. A little bit of money for DJ. Complete a contract. Complete, gimme. And now we head over to farmland number 4. I've come to an impasse. I don't know how to get across this. Let's see. Can we go real easy with it? Yeah. Hey. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. All right. Let's get back to it. Let's bring this back up and let's kick this thing into speedy overdrive. So this field feels absolutely, I don't want to say massive because it really doesn't. We've been over here before. We've actually worked farmland number 4 before. I think we did. It's either a fertilizing or harvesting contract over here. I can't remember. But this is basically on the farmland of the main farm right here. It's a big area, but it's deceptive as well. Like, we've run one pass around the field already, and we're already at 58% done. It's a little interesting. Nonetheless, let's knock it out. Let's jump in here. We got a little back and forth action going on. And then we'll head the sides and should be done after, I don't know, a couple more minutes maybe. And there it is. All right, all said and done. Let's go ahead and stop this thing. There it is. Oh, stop. We're good. We're good. Now, how much money do we have now? Do I need to do one of those big old plowing contracts? It'd be nice. But you know what? I think we need to work on it a little bit more. So let's keep it where we're at for now. $282,000. We're going to drive back over to our farm. As a matter of fact, take a little shortcut. I'm going to take the train tracks. And from there, we may give it a day or two. That way we can go ahead and get all of our stuff sold and be done with that part. I mean, it may be spring until we plant again, but at least we get to use the new DLC stuff, I guess. Oh, and if you see the train coming, let me know. Can't believe we've made it all the way down here without seeing the train. Picked the perfect time with it being outside the map, didn't we? We sure did. Watch it be coming through here now. Nope. All right. So the next thing that we do should be, let's see, selling stuff. I mean, that's what it's going to be in 2 months. So we're going to put our tractor back over here for now. I think we're going to have to say goodbye to that big John Deere, the big thing. Yep, the 9R. That's what it's called. Although I really don't want to lose access to this John Deere planter down here. This guy. So we have 63 hours. So we have a few more days, actually. Almost 3 days. So we'll be okay there. How about this guy? 2 hours. And then we lose this 8R completely. Oh boy. Hey, got a 9RX for 100 grand less than that. Oh my gosh, I can afford this and the planter. What's it got in here? 570. Of course, it's got a pink back on it. Goodness gracious. Don't do that. John Deere green, please. Poor thing. It's actually able to remove a few more things. So we are at $187,000 right here. I mean, that's not too shabby. Not too bad at all. What about this? Dude, 8R. This is 280, so we only have 326 horsepower, but if we give it the stage 3, we're adding well over 60 more horsepower. It's probably close to 380 something at this point. Nice duals on there. We've got everything. 215 grand, and it still gives us time. Yeah, we could do this. We could do this. I think everything just kind of surrounds this right here. It's a mod that I made right whenever FS25 came out. I took the 1775 NT that Giants had done in the game, and I made it a cedar. It's a direct drill and all that good stuff. Pretty good price on it right now. It's kind of why I wanted it. But to be fair, for somebody that wants to get, you know, more later on, I mean, we can use the cedars we've got. I think it'd probably be better off if we went with one of these John Deere's right here. I mean, this thing is just beat up. We would have to really do some damage control with this thing because it does not look pretty. This one's kind of getting there as well. Really tore up. But we could upgrade all the way to 300 horsepower with this one. I think we could do some really cool stuff with that 6R right there. And if we wanted to have a little bit extra fun, we've got a 7R here as well. One more option for you. Or do we say, yeah, okay, that's cool and all, but, and just go with Farmland 46 right here. 624 grand. There's no fields that come with it, but there is something else that's very cool with it. It has a huge cow pasture, which has an entrance right over here and can be turned into an field, or at the very least, an grass field. We could plow this up, and before we had any cows whatsoever, we could actually get in here and do some farm work. We could actually use this as a field. Probably save the field that I've got now, because I like that field. But we could definitely do something. You know what? That's probably what we should do. We should really invest in a main farm before we start doing crazy stuff with equipment. I think we're fine with the single tractor setup here. So, let's fast forward some time. I got stuff that needs to be sold in January. I'm so indecisive, it's not even funny. All right, good news on the wheat. It is still going up currently, and on the oats, we are still going up as well. We've actually not hit our main sell prices yet, so we're just gonna be going hour by hour. Although it does look like wheat prices have leveled off. 1,868 was last year's prices. Right now I'm looking about 1,808 seems to be the price that we're currently getting. You know, just to be safe, we are gonna go ahead and get some stuff sold. I'm actually looking at the sell everything. It's right close to us, so we're getting pretty good money. Just ignore bulk fill station. I think that's probably a little too much, a little too high. Yeah, I know I'm fast farming and everything, but you know, though I want to do the work and get the work done fast, don't really want to overdo it with the money. But like I said, the good thing is our sell point's just right here around the corner. Using the silo has been so nice. I tell you what, for anybody that's starting off on this series who doesn't have like a whole lot, that silo, awesome choice. Absolutely awesome choice. And there we go. Boom, got it. Although in multiplayer, I'm not quite sure how that would fare out. Probably farm number one would own it. 65 grand with an extra 9,500 right there. That is pretty good. So that is our wheat sold, but our oats were still climbing the last time that I saw. So we'll go back up here. Here we are. Yeah, oats are still climbing, so we'll give it another hour, see what happens. I got some good news. One of the John Deeres just went on sale. Big combine harvester here. The S780, 790 series, but it is the Hilco setup on here. Still got 50 hours, so we could probably give it another day or two in game. But I just saw that and was like, oh, yeah, I love that. I want that so much. I was just popping in here to see kind of what else we could get ourselves in trouble with. But tell you what, that Hilco could definitely do us some good, especially with this map. Some of the hills get a little bit iffy at the very least. Oh, I'm going way too fast. Oh, still flying, apparently. The prices looking good. Sorry, I didn't even mention that. But yeah, prices looking good. They're still going up, so I'm just sleeping in 1 hour increments because things change every hour or so in game. So I'm just doing this until I see the prices stagnate, more or less. All right, things have started going back downhill now. We're still at 29.69 for the sell point right here, but it is getting quite dark. 29.71. It's creeping up, but man, I tell you what, as soon as we get close to midnight, let's see, let's give it maybe 1 more hour. But I imagine it's going to start going downhill pretty quickly here and soon. Yeah, got multiple things already going down. Are my lights not working? Do I not remember how to turn the lights on? I've broken my tractor. What have I done? I put it in drive, but oh, I hired a worker. I didn't know what was going on. Goodness gracious. All right, let's get some oats out of here. What? None of my buttons are working. Holy cow. Oh, goodness. What isn't even open? Alrighty, how we gonna do? That should be pretty good. $63,000 plus another 93. After all of our sales, bringing our total to 429 after everything, which is great news. That means we have really, really benefited from all of the extra crop sales that we did. The canola sales were phenomenal. Yeah, we doing all right. We'll check the used equipment before we go to bed, but I think at this point it's probably gonna be a day or two before we do anything in the game. Anyway, I need a vacation. All right, welcome to January. We got some weird stuff going on because we have a harvesting contract that popped up this morning, and I'm gonna take it. Not only am I gonna take the harvesting contract, yay, it's up. We've also got a plowing contract that we're going to do to supplement income. So we are going to drop the auger here. Well, we'll open it, then we'll drop it. There we go. And we are going to pick up a plow, and then our equipment should be up at the field waiting on us by the time we get there. I have not bought that combine harvester yet, but I'll tell you what, I am real close. We're also real close to buying this other farm right now. So I was trying to hold back a little bit, but I think we got a great deal on that combine. I think we need to just get it. I'll be honest, I didn't realize the headers cost as much as the combine did. They're very expensive, man. I don't know. I got enough money, dude. Yeah. I didn't think about all this part. I didn't think about all this. 10.7 is actually what it claims would be the best. I went with something real interesting. So for me, we're going to go with Mitas tires. I love this header, so that's why we're going to go with this header. The Legacy Premium stuff is super nice. We'll stick John Deere on there, of course. Don't need an auger, don't need anything. I don't like the lateral lines either, so we're just going to get rid of that completely. I guess John Deere S7 and X9 are the only ones in here. We did the T560 as well. I would probably say the S7 is probably closest. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then we definitely want to make sure that we go with these transport wheels. And this is not on sale, man. $86,000. Ooh, hang on a minute now. Hold your horses. Oh, this is MacDon, Case IH, New Holland, and MacDon. And we don't have a header trailer for it, but it's 15 grand. Dude, that might be what we go for. Well, I spent some money. We definitely spent some money, well over $200,000. But we have a super cool combine. We have a header that I wouldn't have even considered. but it's so awesome that I think it's going to be absolutely perfect for this. And we got a cheap header trailer. Wasn't on sale, but it was cheap. How big is this? 10 meters? Yeah, that works. Check this bad boy out. We have gone for them Mitas tires. We'll call them Midas because that's what it is to me. We got the Merkin flag out there, 3 for Dale. I mean, it is looking fresh. It's the Hilco as well. Party. Absolutely party. Now here's my big question. I don't know if it's gonna work good with this header or not. It does have plenty of power, but I can't upgrade it or change said power. And it's also very loud, so you may have a hard time hearing me. I'm so sorry. Look how high up in the world that is. Holy cow. It's down just fine. Oh, that's right. I need to unfold the header as well. And so if we turn it on, it's gonna be mad at us, but it does go. Does it like to go fast farm? It does like to go fast farm. Well, okay. Well, this is just the start of an absolutely awesome fleet of equipment, isn't it? Yes, sir. All right, went with a header trailer that fits 35-foot headers. This is a 36-foot. So we should be okay. I don't expect this to snap. It is very, very high up. So I'm going to have to be very careful putting this down. Yeah, that did not work. Let's see. Oh boy, that went through. I don't think there's any right way to do this. It is not on there, is what's going on. Yeah, I don't think this header trailer is gonna work. We're just gonna have to use some magic to get this thing up to the top. I didn't even check to see what I was gonna be harvesting. It's oats. We're good. Rocking and rolling. Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. The beans. They are cool. But that statement was not. I'll hand it to you. We need to use an AI worker. We're going to rock 2 headlands. That sounds pretty good to me. And we are going to start with the ups and the downs. There we go. We're going to unfold that so I can at least see where he's at and what he's doing, because I don't trust him. And we are going to find ourselves somehow up to farmland 22. What happens if I teleport to 43? The dot for 43 is right up here. Yeah, we're here. Nice. All right, because this is a field, I would like straw swath to happen. And it definitely is. Oh my gosh, I forgot this was a Hilco. Just all giddy inside. I mean, look at that. That looks so cool. This is like the perfect map for this. Maybe not the perfect one, but it's a great one for it. Oh man, we are good. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, let's get the header unfolded. Let's go ahead and get everything set up. 10.6 meters? That's not what it said before. Whatever. I ain't trying to fight nobody. Let's turn it on. You don't have access to this field. You, sir. Good day. All right, let's get in here. Let's rock and roll. I had the GPS set, and it's currently not showing me anything. I love when nothing works. It's fantastic. Let's back up and try again. Oh my gosh, look at that extension. This was a great field to do with this. Oh yeah. Oh, because it didn't save. 2 headlands. Let's do all the stuff. Knock knock, who's there? Nobody. What's going on? AI worker. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Cool, cool, cool. Got my lines. Yeah, the lines. Go, go, go. There we go. This is going very fast. I don't remember doing the doing the speed limit thing on this thing, but it was going. How about we go down to 10 miles an hour and see what kind of trouble that causes us. 10 seems good. I think maybe 12. 12 is very good. Man, look at that extension. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is why Hilcos are one of the coolest sets of combine harvesters. Tell you what, JHHG is just on thebomb.com when it comes to these things. That's so cool. It just looks so cool. It's such an awesome looking combine. Oh no, I forgot to do the combine trick. Hang on. Yeah, forgot to do this. This is something that we needed to do. And what I did was I forgot to do this. Set destination. There we go. Oats and destination. Uh-oh. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. For some reason, I thought I had like 47 or 4,000 40,000 liters in here, and it just immediately sent everything over there. So we're cool, we're cool. We're gonna speed this up a little bit just to see, can we move? Because we're going a little slow right now. All right, we're booking it, but this is going to take some time. Well, good news, since the last time we were here, our plowing contract has been completed. So that means we can come in here and accept that. 20 grand, not too shabby. However, our harvesting contract on 22, well, it's a different story because it's not done. And we've already maxed out everything. Look at that. The combine's full, which means our trailer is full as well. We got to go all the way into town, get our trailer, start unloading some of the crop from this contract, but make sure not to unload too much of it. That way we don't accidentally finish it, because I need to unload the rest of it later. Also, we got the DLC. It's time to try it out a little bit. We're doing some Sky DLC agriculture production. Yeah. We'll see what we can do. So we got 100,000 liters in here right now. Maybe we go 50. Oh, no. Uh-oh. I delivered to the wrong place. All right, well, we removed a few things. Trying to... Hopefully we don't cause any issues here. Let's see, we got oats in there, so we need to fill this back up with oats. There we go. All right. Now I need to remember where we're going. Ah, yes. We're going right here. And for some reason, it doesn't show up on the map, but this is our delivery spot. There we go. Okay. Things are better now. Things are much better now. All right, we're bringing out here 38% done. Cool beans. We need to get here and finish this up. Instead of hiring a worker on it, I'm just going to do this myself. And we'll get back to it. Oh, yeah. And then hopefully whenever we're done with this contract, we can actually get out there and have a little bit of fun with some of the sky stuff. And I think I mentioned I was going to take the straw off this field, but there's way too much. I'm just going to say no. Forget about it. And there we go. Should have 65,000 liters sitting waiting on us, and we sure do. We're just going to go ahead and sell this. We'll sell everything. So all the stuff, including all the extra. Should be filling it up. There we go. Now we got some extra, 14,000 and 2,100 for the environmental score. All good. And don't forget, 60,000 from that contract. Very good indeed. Oh no, the straw's still here. Uh-oh. Yeah, looks like all the straw is still here. Well, there is a way around this. I probably should have just turned that feature off completely. We can go into soften, make it as soft as possible, and then just do this. This seems to be the way to get rid of it usually. There we go. Good as new. Never would have even thought it. So here's a big question. Where do we put the combine harvester? I don't actually know. We don't have a shed for it or anything. I guess we could put it here. That'll work. Alrighty. You can hang out right there. Oh, did it? Yeah, there we go. Now it's lower down all the way. So what do we got in this DLC of ours? Do we have anything cool? So, of course, we've got, cultivator right here. We've got some seeders in a 3-meter and 4-meter setup. We've also got more power harrows. We've got a planter here, which is always cool. It's nice to see that. And another big one. This might be something that we go for just mainly because we've got our ground and we have to be very careful with this ground here. We want to make sure that we're direct drilling. So we need to lease a few things. The first one is going to be this guy right here, the Easy Drill. We don't need ridge markers or anything. This is a 6-meter working with machine, which means we're probably going to need some extra vehicles because 6 meters and what we've got, not quite enough. We may have to get like 2 of these and maybe lease another tractor to help out. Fortunately, the store's taking care of everything. So, we'll still have our 3,400 or 344, 3 million. Something. We got some kind of money at the end. That was weird. Let's move on. So here's what we got. We got the Falcon T240. This is loaded up with a bunch of lime. It is full. We've also got 1 seeder right here. We're going to need another tank as well. So we got to get ourselves one of those. Pop in here. Let's see. Yeah. Right here. We need one of these. We want to go with no additional weight on there. We don't need a packer or anything like that. This is going to be for a worker, so Does not matter. There we go. All right, so that's cool there. But we need this first. I've also leased been gifted a John Deere 7th hour 350 with rear duals. Is a monster and totally didn't just cheat it in. Not for real. We'll give it back when we're done, but there's no way that my tractor would have actually been able to handle this. It's probably going to work with the seeder, but not with this. As a matter of fact, speaking of the seeder, we did hook up that to our John Deere 7810, and we've included the 400 plus horsepower engine in the 7810 for this setup. So there is that. So with lime, it's showing 16 meters. I'll be curious to see if that's accurate or if there's something else to this. But we'll take a look. Go ahead and turn it on. And yep, can confirm 16 meters it is. Let's see how it does with, stop the press. Stop everything. I forgot to turn on the crop sensor. Oops. And I got my pH meter down there at the bottom now too, so I can actually see how that is changing things. Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, the sky stuff's super cool, but it doesn't really do much extra, at least not with stuff that we need here. Some of the ground care stuff, that's going to be more kind of the new-ish stuff that we've got. But all that's being shown off in other videos, so if you wanted to... Well, this is really making some good turns here. I'm surprised about that. If you want to see any of this other stuff up close and personal, definitely check out some of the previews that are out already. I should already have one out as well, so you can check that out. Yeah, I'm quite surprised that the GPS is just making these corners like nothing else. I could have done this entire thing without stopping just because of how good this is with taking turns. That's pretty cool. That is very, very cool. Here we go. Let's go and start her up here. We're going to miss a little bit, but that's all right. I'm not too concerned about it. We just need to make sure that it's done. Always like to see animations and stuff like that. I don't think we've got anything new with this one. Everything looks pretty normal as far as lime spreading. There's only one real animation in the game for that, so I'm not quite sure what new thing they could have included with this, but yeah, we're not seeing anything new down here. Everything's looking good. I mean, lime does drop down, then it kicks it out. That's a pretty cool way to do it. But the other stuff does it like that as well. Customization for this machine specifically. We do have different wheel brands and tire setups. You do have a cover that you can add, and you can even throw in an extension on there to go from 19,500 up to 21,500, which I did. All right, headland's been knocked out, so now it is time for a little back and forth action. All right, all done. Now we actually get to get these seeders out here. Now, could we use some other stuff? Yeah, but because we got precision farming on, we got to be careful about what we use so that we're not hurting our score at the end of the day. So let's figure out what we're going to be putting in the ground. I don't have any solid fertilizer in here. It is just seeds. Hopefully it doesn't fuss at me. It probably will. It'll probably be like, oh, I don't have any fertilizers. I can't do this. Don't do that to me now. Don't do that to me now. Let's put this here. Hopefully we can get it to actually work for us. We're gonna try and go quick with it, but we'll see exactly what happens with that. 2 headlands is fine. 3 headlands is what we're gonna go with. I think it's gonna be much better for us. Let's see, work direction. Oh, that's in steering assist as well. Oops. Here we go. This is what we want. Work the headlands, yeah, but we want to start it with the up and the down. All right. Hire them up, and let's see how much it fusses about not having fertilizer. Doesn't seem to be fussing at all. Let's take a look at our yields down at the very bottom. So far, so good. Needs rolling, which is good. Soil types, okay. pH, not changing the nitrogen. I think we're good. I think we're cool, man. Yeah, all right. Cool, all right. So that one's there. Now we need this guy. Let's change it over to oats. There we go. And we'll go ahead and set this up on 3 headlands as well. Bam, got it. Now I'm gonna be controlling this one because we're gonna go ahead and do the headlands. Drop it down. Actually, is our other worker? Oh, he's going 11 miles an hour. Let's unlock that. There you go. And let's turn this on. Can we go a little faster? Maybe just a little faster. How does it handle this curve? Ooh, look at that. Dude, that may be one of the best turns that I've seen on a seeder. Hang on a minute. Is it because the wheels are in the very back instead of kind of like around it or stragging? No, because the wheels aren't even touching. And apparently I'm not touching the green line in the middle either. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know why or how, but this follows super good. I know I'm going mega fast here. Looks like our max speed is 10 to 11 miles an hour. It's not too bad, especially with all this extra seat on the front as well. I know it's not meant for this, obviously, but it works, so whatever. Here we go. This is going to be a tail. How does it do here? No issues at all. Man, it is just rounding these corners perfectly. Zero issues whatsoever. Let's see here. Ah ha ha. Figured we would get there eventually. We'll go ahead and do that, but we'll square it off on the next pass around. All right, put her into overdrive. Let's get moving. What's a train? There we go. Max speed, baby. Fast farming. Let's go. Well, I got good news. Our environmental score right now is 99. 99. It's almost perfect. We got to put down some nitrogen when all is said and done, but that's it. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. We are killing it right now. We're doing fantastic. Also, I realized this tractor can go 42 miles an hour with the big engine, and boy, we're flying. We getting close down here. Our 7R probably, well, I was gonna say you might be having a hard time turning around, but not yet. But I think we've got, what's that, 2, maybe 3 lines in between us. It's gonna be interesting whenever we get close. It's gonna be real interesting through here because it kind of widens out a little bit here in the middle. There's a bunch of rows there in the middle. This is gonna be weird. Oh, and there's a little spot on the other side over there. We're gonna go ahead and hit that as well. Tell you what, I like this SkyAg Easy Drill. They've got one that's a little bit bigger. However, unfortunately, it's a disc harrow, I believe. But it'll also do cover crop and grass. So that's pretty sweet, you know. If you didn't need everything, you know, every single crop, maybe you're just doing cattle and you need some cover crop and stuff like that. Hey, it may be the one to go for instead of this one. Oh, got a little bit right here at the end as well. Figured just take a little time and hit all these little spots. Boop, got it. All right, now back to the back and forth. All right, so here at the bottom, this is how everything's changing up a little bit. So this line is gonna follow along. Here we go. Nice. And then that row up there, it is interesting, isn't it? How setting that worker has made him come down through here. But me doing this, it's got me going this way. He is 100% not following the line at all. That's weird, right? Dude's just doing his own thing. I guess so am I. From his perspective. Either way, we will overlap eventually and we will get all of this harvested. Harvested? What? Seeded? What is wrong with me? All right, let's see down here at the end what we've got. So it does look like we've got plenty of overlap, but we'll just simply flip this thing around. Ooh, there is a couple little spots here on the side. I don't know if that's something I missed or what, but we want to make sure that we hit them. Boom, got it, done. And then put it right back here. Sweet. All right. Let's see if we can beat him down to the end. Oh, it's gonna be close. Here we go. We're coming in for the kill. Uh-oh. We're about to drive in front of him. Okie dokie. That could have been worse. Could have been way worse. All right, let's spin around. Put it here. Get back to it. Hopefully he knows where he's going because I've kind of taken over where he was working. Sorry, dude. It is a very weird area. It's not a base field. It's 2 fields plowed together and turned into one. Oh, it's gonna be close, but we're far enough away. We're all right. We're good. We're good. All right. One more pass around, and I think this whole thing's gonna be finished up. Oh, we gotta fertilize too, don't we? Now, I can knock the rest of this out. Can we do it and make him irritated a little bit? Hey, well, kinda, I guess. I don't know where he's going, but we're going this way. All right, doing a quick double check, make sure everything's good to go. And we also want to make sure, all right, so over there we got a little bit, but it's not too crazy. Let's see, how about we flip the bottom down there over to crop types. There we go, that'll do it. And yeah, I can actually see where we're going now. It's gonna be down through here. There it is. Hey, I didn't need the map for that, did I? But at least we can see it. And we go through here, knock this out, and I think this field will be ready to go. We won't have to do anything else after doing the fertilizer. We got an interesting weight balance right now. 2,400 liters of seed in there. And, well, my rear tires are kind of popping up a little bit. Look at that. It just looks like you're floating, but it's because the rear wheels are off the ground. It's always funny, isn't it? Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is. All right. Oh, let's slide to a halt. We need this, the fertilizer spreader. Give me the big extension. There we go. Sky Tribute. Yeah, why not? That looks super cool. And then a cover. Sure. And now that we've got this set up, we've got fertilizer in the front, we got fertilizer in the back. It's still pretty front heavy. I'll be honest with you there. It is quite heavy in the front. I don't know how smart of a decision this is to run it like this. You know what? Maybe we remove, oh my gosh, it drives so much better. Holy cow. Oh, the difference. It is just unimaginable. It's so bad, so much better. All right, let's get it all sorted out. Turn on the crop sensor. We've got that. Automatic application rate is enabled, so we've got that there. We need to change down at the very bottom to nitrogen levels. There we go. We want to make sure those are fresh and get to it, man. Yeah, all right. Let's see if we can line this thing up ever so perfect. We are booking it, but it is putting down everything that I wanted. And also, down there at the bottom left, you might be able to see where we've plowed but where we created the field off to the edge there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat indeed. Oh man, you can see the different areas where the different fertilizer has to go down. A little bit more here, a little bit less over there. There's some cool stuff with it. What do you mean too far away? I was beside it. Precision farming's weird. I've also learned whenever you're doing fertilizer with stuff like this, take the inside line, don't do a counter loop at the very end. So instead of coming down here and then looping around towards the left just to get all the fertilizer done, do kind of like this. At the very end, go past your mark just a little bit and then do like that. Everything else is perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about any weird overlap or anything like that, and you don't get red spots in your nitrogen map, which is what everybody wants. So just go a little past it and then back into it, just like that. That should make things easy for you guys. All right, spin around. I think we've got one, maybe 1.5 passes down the center. Looks like this is where one of my passes wants to be, so we'll start here, I guess. All right, fertilizer is down. I don't know, man. It looks a little weird and uneven. I'm not quite happy with it. Maybe it's because it went too fast. Maybe it's because it's using a lot of different points, but yeah, maybe I did something wrong too. Could have been. Either way, we have a 99%, 99 score, whatever. I'm cool with that. 99 out of 100. Hey, man, I'm all right with that. A whole lot. There has been one thing that has been troubling me since we started this series, and it has been a lack of transportation. And I've finally given up on finding my perfect John Deere. Am I stuck outside the map? Oh, come on! I have found my perfect John Deere that's perfect enough, basically meaning that the warning signs aren't absolutely obscene, and we're gonna get it. And we're going to get about 360 horsepower out of it as well. Here it is. 6R Series is a mod, is $102,000, 56% off. This is the one to go for. Now, I was also looking at the John Deere 7 Series because guess what? We got a planter that is for sale right here. However, it runs up in 15 hours. and that's not going to help a lot. Mainly because, well, if I bought that and a tractor, we'd pretty much be out of money. I mean, we'd still have like 160 grand left, but still. So we're not going to go that route. I'm just going to get something that's going to work fine. You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go for this one, the 6R. We are going to throw on some Michelin tires. This doesn't have narrow twins, so what I'm going for is just wides with weights. I like a good tractor with wides with weights. Feels like a nice planted vehicle. We're going engine power on here, 20% boost. So we take that 300 at 20%. There we go. We're getting our 60 horsepower off of that. Front wheel fenders, I do want those. Yes, please. Beacons on both works fine for me. I don't need window tinting or a front loader. And then all the color options are perfectly fine for me. $123,400, and we get a tractor that is almost twice as powerful as the one that we've already got. And we still have the other one. We get to keep both. Oh, yeah, and this has got a CVT transmission. 2 thumbs up, baby. And here it is. Nice. The one thing I didn't want anything too European looking. It's Farming Simulator. Sometimes you get into that. And also, I didn't want anything with these humongo warning signs that stick all the way out, the US style ones, but you can't fold them in. It's annoying. Anyway, here we go. Does it look like this has too much wear and tear? So I think we're going to be okay for a little while. I did get an 1150 kg weight for the front. Hopefully that's going to be enough to kind of settle it. We may need more at some point, but I think we'll be okay for now. I am also curious, how much it's going to cost to repaint this thing? 42 grand. Oh, you can get out of here with that. We'll repair it all day. Was that $3,000? But I have not paid $45,000 to repaint a John Deere. That sounds like how much it would cost to repaint one from John Deere. I also know that tractors will degrade faster if their paint is very poor. I know this, I understand this, I don't care. So let's bring it in. Hopefully it's not too high. Hey, perfection. Nice. All right. So we have our 7810, which has been brought back down from like 400 or 500 horsepower down to its 175, 187, whatever it is. And then we have our 6250 up here looking purty. We are accumulating a very nice setup of John Deere / green equipment. We're working hard on it, but the thing that I'm working for is still a farm. Field 46 right here. We were close-ish. We were like halfway there. $624,000. So what we do over the next little while is going to determine if we're able to buy that at the end of the year or not after we sell everything. We'll find out. But at least for today in game, I think we're done. I don't think there's really anything to do. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Our contracts, though they are great, I forgot to turn off some of the ones that I'm never going to do, like the logging ones. So I've set those to 0 finally. I found the setting for it. And I am now just going through and canceling all of these. That way, they won't be on here anymore. It doesn't cost me any money, but I don't get any money for it either. You can see here, total $0. But the good thing is, all the contracts that I don't want are now gone. If you are on PC, you could do this as well. What was the mod that I'm using again? Of course, I've already forgotten. Contract Boost. That's it right here. And we've got all kinds of settings for it. And down here right at the bottom, stone picket, deadwood, wood transport, and rock removal. Maximum 0. Everything else, just kind of whatever pops up. Oh, and the whole reason that I was in here anyway is I wanted to see if there were any very cool contracts that I could knock out. And it looks like most of these have 11 hours and 16 minutes left on them. So I'm not quite sure the ones that would actually pay good, like this plowing contract, for example. I'm not sure if we could knock that out in that amount of time. Yeah, we've got a plow I could do in like 4 passes, but I don't feel like cheating that much today. So at least at this time, none of those are sparking my interest. So we're just going to go to sleep. Let's see what February brings. Snow, apparently. February brought snow. Apparently, this field of sorghum is ready for harvest. It has a really good contract, $56,000. The only issue, and there's one big issue, it's currently February and there's snow on the ground. This is what I get for turning off the crop calendar. As much as I want to do it, we are not. We're going to let the snow disappear kind of on its own. Although there was one contract that I thought might be fun. A cultivating contract. Now, it's not totally uncommon to do disking and things like that during the snowy time. So I figured, why not? Let's give it a try. We'll have a little bit of fun. We'll enjoy it. and we'll just see kind of how much trouble we can get ourselves into with the snow. Although, dude, this contract hooked us up. We got a Delta track on here? Come on. Yeah, first 6D, let's go, baby. Oh, let's go get a little bit close to the edge of the map there. Yep, we gotta be careful. Also, with these articulated tractors, I used to drive them a lot back in Farming Simulator like 17 and 19, although 22, 25, not so much. So unfortunately, I'm gonna look like a newborn calf when I'm backing this thing up. I'm just gonna need a judgment-free zone. Judge-free zone. All right, let's get it done. Yeah, here. Also, if you didn't know, like cultivators, disc harrows, plows, things like that, anything that changes the state of a field, like this, planters, if they're not direct drill, won't do it, but they will delete snow, or if you've got a pile of straw or a crop on the ground, heaven forbid you've got a pile of sugar beets and you go over it with a cultivator, they'll disappear completely. It works exactly the same if you're using like the sculpting tool. So the soften, for example, do like that. Well, that snow is gone. Anything above it, between it and the ground, peace, dude. So this will give us a little bit of cash. I mean, it's not going to be game changing or anything like that, but it's a little something nice and definitely helps us out on our way to buying our first farm on here, finally, instead of just plowing fields together. Yeah, it's going to be so nice. I can't wait. All right, let's knock this thing out and get out of here. Well, I can't say it was easy making the turns. Goodness gracious, the Delta track does not like to turn very well when compared with a 9RX or a quad track. It's not the best. It is what it is, I guess. All right, there we go. We got those passes. I'm just going to go back up to the top again because sometimes it doesn't like going uphill. Right now it seems to be doing fine though, so whatever. We'll come up here. We'll get in line right about there. There we go. And drop the cultivator down. Should be knocking it out. There we go. All right. Let's go and collect that contract. 18,000. Not too bad. Enough to pass some time. But I think that's probably the time we're going to pass today. Oh, I can fly. Oh, yeah, I'm Superman. I keep forgetting. My superpowers are out of control. Help! Phew. That was almost trouble. Oh, man. I tell you what, it's like a hurricane came through. Okay, so we've got a couple contracts that we have taken on. Number one, we are going to be doing a spraying contract. And number two, we're also going to be spraying our own field because I totally forgot. Yes, we have our own sprayer. And, well, that's kind of why I accepted this contract. Because with Contract Boost, it comes with stuff for the contract. And it was $600 to lease this stuff with these. Do you know how much 2 things of herbicide cost? $2,400 each. I leased this equipment for $600 and it gave me 2. Haha. So am I going to use the machine that it came with? Absolutely not. But I am going to use one of my own machines. And I'm just realizing that I need... Uh-oh. I messed up already again. I need narrows. None of my equipment has narrows. Uh-oh. Well, good news. The 6250 has 0 options for narrow tires. I also noticed 6250 doesn't have anything for precision farming either. Oh, I just realized that. Oh, what a waste of money. All right, well, good news. Spent $1,500, but we now have narrows on the 7810, which actually look really good. And we've got narrows on our sprayer. Oh yeah, and there's one other thing as well. With the herbicide, you actually need to like get it out and then unload it. So from here, and then we unload out the back like so, and then we'll pull back forward again, and we're filling back up. Pretty much what happens is we're gonna end up with more pallets than we started with, just because of the way field types work. Or are we? I feel like we are, but I'm not quite sure. Regardless, what we need to do is we need to turn these pallets into other pallets like that. And now they're not part of the contract anymore. They are just in-game pallets. Hopefully that makes sense. How much is in here? 1360, and this one's 2000. All right, so we need to fill up from the one on the right. All righty, good enough for me. All right, so we'll knock that out. We've got our field to go first. Oh yeah, but there's one more thing as well. We also took on a plowing contract. You can probably see that up at the top. I decided to do that. I thought it would be good. Plus the money is not too shabby. And the field itself is pretty small-ish. It's farmland number 1. So if we take our plow out there, which I believe it has a 10 meter working width right now. Yes, it does. We should knock that out pretty fast. And to get there quickly, we're actually going to follow along the train tracks. Fortunately for us, the train tracks are kind of invisible, so driving on them is just like driving on regular ground, so no issues there. Just got to make sure we don't get hit by the train. Rock and roll, we're over here now. Okay, so what's the game plan here? I'm thinking maybe we just try and hire oh, apparently I already hired a worker. Okay, what do we got? Headlands 2, work direction automatic. Work the headlands, yes. Start with up and down. Well, all right. They gonna do it. I don't want them to do that, though. I kind of wanted them to run one headland, but I guess that's not going to happen either. All right, well, do your thing, and I'll come up here and do my thing. Also, I really want that sorghum harvest. Man, that would be a good one. Naturally, I've gotten myself stuck in a tree. Of course I would do that. Come on, there we go. All righty, so we need to turn on some sensors. Turn on the sensor in the tractor first. There we go, we got that. Spin this bad boy around. Nice. And then we also need to make sure that we've got everything activated. Let's see. Turn on the spray. Oh, that's right. The sprayer, everything just works the way that it's supposed to anyway, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So all we got to do is just go around and make sure that we don't miss anything. And 7 miles an hour is not going to cut it. Oh, my gosh. Speaking of not cutting it, we're getting pretty low on fuel. Granted, we've been using this tractor since the beginning of the series. It's episode 10, so yeah, I'm not surprised that we're running low on fuel, but man, we need to get some more. Look at this. We got some serious crop damage as well. Man, forgot I had that enabled. Well, that stinks. Wanted to check in on the plowing contract while we're at it, and here they are. Oh, looking good. Knocking it out. Cool beans. Got it. We knocked it out. All done. Well, that's with our field anyway. I totally forgot I had the thing at the bottom left hand as well. I really need to remember what that mod is called, but it changes up that whole PDA. It's pretty sweet. Minimap Plus? Maybe that's it. Anyway, so we've got that. Now we have a contract for weeding. Now, I don't know if the spot and spray is going to work on this one or not. It should. We'll have to wait and see. There we go. We've got the GPS that's popped up. We're going to go ahead and get in line right here. Is it ready? Oh, not yet, not yet. Hey, now it is. All right, cool. I always love that. I think it just looks awesome. All right, let's knock this out. Oof, I forgot that the ground is just full of ridges, so it is very difficult to actually drive smoothly over this ground, or at least fast. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Some interesting things are happening as we're doing this. Look at the line. It is not even centered. It keeps going back and forth, left and right, and it's real weird how everything is happening with it. But it worked, so I guess whatever? Yeah, whatever indeed. Let's go and collect that $13,000. Not a lot, but you know what? We're stepping forward. Stepping forward. Making steps forward towards our farm. Yep. Stepping forward. I keep forgetting that this right here, this pathway leads all the way into town. I don't know why I don't take this more often. So that's all put away. Now we need to get these guys because, as you can see, the sprayer's gone, but these are still here. So I'm just gonna take them and move them over here by this. Again, I realize I have commandeered basically a fire department. But whatever, it works. We're just going to put these back here, and whenever we need spray, we will get it, and ta-da. So our plow is still rocking and rolling. I am probably going to take over for the headlands as soon as this guy is done with his pass. And I have had a conversation with our local John Deere dealer and expressed my disappointment in the lack of options and features, as it were, with this model, the 6250R. So they've said that they will put out some models. Maybe we can swap this one for some others. Easy way to say I'm very unhappy that this doesn't have precision farming support, and I overlooked that when buying it. And I don't want to be punished. All done and ready to go. Yeah. So we can come in here and collect this. This was pretty good. $35,000. Yes, please. Thank you very much. I want that money. All right. Now let's head over to the store and see what kind of trade-in they can do for us on the 6250R. Well, it's not exactly perfect, but you know what? I don't think this is too shabby. Check this out. So unfortunately, we didn't get our 250. We got a 215. However, this is turbocharged, baby. Yeah, it is chip tuned up to 310 horsepower. So we're getting 20% more than that. Yeah, we're doing all right. It's also got all kinds of customization options and stuff. Sound is good. Speed is about 2 miles per hour faster than originally expected, so that is pretty sweet. I got a John Deere logo on the back. I got chunky tires all over it, and there's a lot of options to choose from. So I think we did okay. Pricing, we came out about the same, but this tractor's a little bit smaller than the 250. This is more, was this the medium frame, I think, the 215 range. But you know what? I'm happy with it. I think this fits what the series is and where it is and how we are much better than the 250. 250 is a little bit big right now. I will say this. I did go for that front 3-point. I need that. That's the way I play Farming Simulator. Those are the hitches that I like to use. But this is our big tractor at this point. We are well over 360 horsepower at this point. And we have a lot of animations as well. But most importantly, we have the Aceria Pro on there. So we've got that. Also, there's some really neat narrow tires for this one as well. Okay, what kind of trouble can we get into? Into April now, and we have not one, but 2 contracts. We have a harvesting contracts. I got the sorghum one. It's still there. I don't know why, but it's still there, baby. Let's go. And also, we have another one as well, a fertilizing contract. So I think we should send the 7810 onto the fertilizing contract, and we will utilize our new 215, 315. What's the number on that thing again? I really got to get used to that. 215, yeah. We got that as well. Now, we have a bunch of solid fertilizer in here. I did accept the leasing terms, so we actually got all our stuff. But with Contract Boost, well, we're going to do a little bit better because basically it gave us free solid fertilizer. So I'm going to go pick up some of that. And that'll give us a little bit of help. What do we got down there? 3. All right. That's not too bad. I will never complain about a little extra solid fertilizer. No. What I will complain about is not having any fuel, though. I don't remember where the fuel station is. Is it this thing? That's gas station. Yeah. All right. Well, it's right in front of our farm then, isn't it? But as you can see, we've got all of this stuff here, too, but I'm not going to be using it. And you know, I like the 7810 on the big wide tires with the weights that we had it on. But man, there's something about these narrows. It just looks so good. Our fuel station should be right over here. My head's a little bit high in there. Here we go. Let's use our turn signal for the one time in the series and start filling up with fuel. While that fuel is filling up, let's go ahead and take a look at our combine here and see what kind of trouble we can get into with it. Repair cost, not bad, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and repair everything that we got in there. I'm not going to repaint nothing, but we are repairing. I did also backtrack, and I do not have anything to do with a header trailer. So this is going to be real fun to get to the other side of the map. Okay, maybe not that big of a deal. Turns out that main road out there, there's no traffic, so at least it's easier. Let's get this in. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my help windows so I can make sure that we've got stuff going on. Right now it says to disable straw swath, but I kind of want the straw swath. I would love to make some bales off of this thing, and I love doing that. It gives us a little something extra to do, make some extra money. I would say everybody wins, but I win, and that's basically it. So let's go ahead and double check here. Allow collecting straw. Yes, please. We also want to do allow collecting bales, just to make sure we'll be okay. Picking stones, we don't have to worry about. Hay or grass, we don't have to worry about. So that should be, I think, everything that we need to do. I hope it is anyway. I guess technically we could also send the 215 out somewhere else, but because this is a contract, it's a big one. I want to make sure that we've got a tractor on our auger wagon at all times. That is what this guy's going to be doing. The 750 or the 7810 could have done this job, but I don't know. New tractor, I guess. Let's see. Where are we delivering? I assume it's right here. Oh, no. A different place. The grain mill. Tell you what, this thing does not care how much weight's behind it. It just says, all right, let's go. Come on. All right. We'll bring this right here. And first things first, we're going to disconnect just in case. and we want to find our combine harvester. Here he is. Let's go in here. Let's find the trailer. There it is. Set destination. Destination is set. So now, whenever we come through doing stuff, that is where it will go. So we're gonna run 2 headlands. That way we have plenty of room to turn around and that kind of thing. Drop it down. Need to unfold the oh yeah, I keep forgetting you have to unfold the header. It kind of helps it. What? Harvester 2? Come on! It's just so much! What do you mean? I already unfolded the tool! You idiot! They need... Ugh. What in the world is going on? This is how you go absolutely crazy. All right. I feel like we've got some overlap. Well, it shows 10.6 and the game is telling me it's 10.4. So technically we are pretty good. Okay, so big contract here. This is a humongo field. We're going to be getting a lot off of it, and it's going to take a little while. The good thing, I guess, for us is I'm just going to be running the headlands, both of the headlands, and then after that, it's just going to be baling time. We're going to bring one of the tractors over here. We're going to bale stuff up, and then we'll dump out any of the product as needed. Quick refresher. This contract is going to give us $56,000 plus another 26 from field 34, which is a pretty good size field. That's going to be another one where I'm just going to hire the worker and hopefully they don't screw it up too much. And then we need to find out as well what we're looking at as far as prices go for this stuff. So where's my sorghum at? Right here. Pricing for it right now is about $1,800. Best is about 24. However, the bulk fill station is 25. So we may sell there just to see if we can get a little extra cash. All right, we'll find out. You want to see something awesome? Look how awesome this is. I love it. After one pass, we are at 28,000 liters. That was a lot. That also felt like it took about a century and a half to get from one side to the other and then back again. It's a big field. Yeah, I forget how big this field is. I've harvested this field what feels like tens, if not dozens of times since Alma, Missouri was released back in FS22, and every time I regret it immediately before I even finish getting around one pass. And that's why we invented fast farming. Let's go, 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 go. And after 2 passes now, we're up to just over 48,000 liters. We are probably going to overdo it a lot on this field. I'm loving it though, man. I'm loving it so much. So let's make some decisions here. So we need to deliver the sorghum to this location. Since it is about halfway full, there we go, dump it out the bottom. We're going to go ahead and deliver what we've got. And that's going to kind of bump through the harvesting contract a little bit. There we go, 32% transported. Not too shabby. That's a good thing as well. That means if we fill this up fully, we should be able to be good with that. But here's the thing. I don't have time for that anymore. We have to go hook up to our baler and our bale trailer. Oh no, I forgot to start the fertilizing contract. Crap, it's just been sitting here like a good boy. That's so funny. Goodness gracious. All right, let's get this thing out there. Don't you dare hit me. Let's get this thing out there quickly. Oh no, of course the train's coming. Can we get past it? Oh yeah. You can't catch me! Totally didn't run into that red car right there. Now, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work by hiring a worker, but I'm curious to find out. So we're just gonna hire them straight up. Oh, no field found, huh? Now, 2 could play at that game. Probably not. 42 meters, 1 mile per. Please tell me that this field actually accepts. Oh, don't do this to me. Does field 34 not have GPS lines? What in the world? No field for preview. No field for preview. Dog. And you can't use old school workers because it just doesn't work like that in Farming Simulator 25. Man, that sucks. Can I reset? Nope, that's not doing anything. Well, that means that this is technically, at least the way we're doing it, impossible to finish. So we're just gonna have to cancel it. There you go. Boom. That's unfortunate. 12. Oh, that's right. It thinks that I stole the fertilizer. Yeah. We'll take it. If you're gonna steal the fertilizer, make sure you unload it first and then load it back up. Then it's like, all right, they didn't steal it because it doesn't exist. All right, so time to get the helpers set up here. I've tried to set them going in the right direction, and I have no idea what he thinks he's doing here because he's totally gonna miss one of these passes. There's a little bit to the left right here. Why are we starting in the middle, you dumb worker? No! AI. Actual idiots. I do not have time to sit here and babysit. We are gonna do these 2 passes right here, which should put us in line for this thing to be happy. All right, well, I tried it again, but it looks like it's literally just gonna skip some of the rows that I've already set it up for. And it's gonna be back here. This is the dumbest thing ever. Why would it go all the way back here? I had it perfectly set up to the left of us. Urgh. Whatever. Let's head out there with the baler and let's get to work. It's got a 10.6 meter working width, and I don't want to forget that. So there we go. So this will be pretty fun. Let's see. Let's set up the baler for... Do that. Come into here. We should see the GPS lines. There it is. Set it up and go. And we just need to make sure that the bell trailer is set up for auto loading. It should be. I've turned it on, I think. I definitely have not. There we go. Now I have. And here we go. It is bale making time. The worker's doing something. All right, he's coming back. At least he's doing those 2 lines at the end first. So once we finish up, but I don't know how far around we're going to be able to make it before we have to go sell these bales. And I wonder how fast we could do it if we are fast farming. There's a bale. There's a bale. Oh, this is great. Fast farming is definitely hilarious. The baler currently has 0, and I mean 0 grip on the ground. Look at that. It's like the wheels aren't even touching. That's fantastic. But because the trailer's back there, oh, we're getting some angle, baby. Let's slow it down a little bit so hopefully the trailer can actually get some. Oh no, I just have 0 grip. Okay, well, that'll do it, won't it? Let's bring cruise control down just a hair, and let's see if we can get this thing a little bit more under control. Yeah, there we go. That seems to be working all right. The only thing is we're already over half full of bales, and we're not even around the first time around. We may need to install some kind of sell point around here somewhere. This is a fun idea, but this is going to take like 4 times longer than it will to even harvest the whole field. Oh, baby bales is not the answer on this field, my man. So what we need to do is figure out somewhere to put a sell point. I think throwing one right down on top of this road or one right out here in the grass is the place to do it. Oh, out here would actually work really, really well. We'll just, bam, slap that right there. Hopefully by the time we get down to the end, we could sell, although we do need to make sure that we're not overloading the bale trailer, which I think it's going to be, yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be any minute now because that thing's almost already full again. So let's take this. We'll sell this. The next pass should be easier. We should be able to get the whole way around. Hopefully we could sell here too. I never really quite know how things are going to work on sell points that are not on land that you own. If it is a... Okay. All right. It's working. We're good to go. The animation for it selling looks so cool. All right. There we go. Let's see. What's our environmental score for selling all the bells? 2,400 bucks. Not bad. This should make us a ton of extra cash. So let's go. So I may have leased something. I want to see what happens. Now it's mostly the same. So what this is it's ridiculous is what it is. It's got a 20-meter working width on it. So, does this hitch not work? Well, this is gonna suck if this hitch doesn't work. Well, never mind, I guess. Man, that stinks. All right, well, never mind. It was almost so cool. Almost. Now coming to the end of the first pass around. There we go. And I told you, I mean, we were more than full the first time around. This time, 79%. Not too shabby. Let's set it up here. Boop doo. There we go. We can sell those bells. And we'll sell all of these. Nice. Selling bells, definitely a good idea. We are making some serious cash amundo off of all of it. However, we are not going to be able to catch up. There is absolutely no way we're going to be able to catch up to the combine harvester. This is going to take us a little while, so just, you know, we're sitting back and relaxing and chilling out, maxing and relaxing. Oh, cool. Yep. That was lame. Let's move on. I don't know. We might be able to catch up to him. We're now going much faster with the baler. But he's still moving it along. All right, so we got a couple things going on. The combine harvester here is real upset because he says he's full, but there's still a little bit left to do. So what we're going to try to do real fast is swing over here and try and get some of this unloaded before the combine harvester puts it down. We're not going to sell everything. We're just going to get maybe, I don't know, 30,000 liters out of here. Come on, just do it. There we go. Man, that felt like it took forever. And that will do it. All right, so we've now transported half. The combine harvester is now done, so we don't have to worry about this thing anymore. I tell you what, having a Hilco has been one of the coolest things ever. And then just kind of got lucky with this MacDon. It's so I know flex is in the name, like I get it. But man, it over-delivers its namesake. Let me tell you what. All right, we got some more bells to deliver. We're going to completely finish up this field and do all of the bell making and delivery that we need to do before actually completing the contract. Yay! The baler's just not been happy. I sped it back up to 30 miles an hour, and it is at an angle about the whole time. I think it'd be better if the hitch that I had was a little bit higher. Actually, I don't know if I can adjust this or not. Yeah, nothing's adjusting. So I don't think I could do anything, not with the baler back there. Maybe the the hitch is just a little bit too low. That's okay. All done picking up the bales. That actually wasn't too bad. There are some spots that are still left where the baler just kind of jumped, but you know what? I won't tell if you don't. All right, let's go ahead and sell the bells. Boom, there we go. Another 92 plus 13. You know, selling those bells made us an extra $97,000. Jeez. Also, we got $18,000 just from the bonuses for precision farming. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Now the only thing left to do, come back in here and wait till this hits. Oh no, I can't close the cover. Uh-oh. Hang on. I don't know when I'll be able to start and stop this. Let's go at 98, 99, 88%. Come on, man. All right, because I can't change the tip side while it is unloading, I can turn on and off the pipe here, though. I'm going to see if I can get close enough for this to actually work. Currently, it's not working, is what's going on. Oh, we got it. Oh. Bring it back down a little bit more. Hey, we made less than $1,000. Perfect. All right, so we have 18,000 liters in here, just chilling. I'm going to change that to tip side back again, and we're going to take the rest of this over here and sell it at the multi-selling station. Whee! This is going to give us what would be kind of like our best price of the year kind of thing. Here we go. Should be, was it like 30 grand, something like that? 62. Oh no, that's too much. Whatever. Oh man, we did good today, and nobody could say we didn't. You can say we cheated, but I still did some work. Yeah, not really cheating, is it? Oh yeah, and I forgot to collect from the contract as well. So we made an extra 100 grand off of the straw. We made an extra 60,000, almost 70,000, over 70,000, off of the crop that we took / kept. Add in the extra bonuses from precision farming, we'll say 200 grand plus another 50 some right there. So about $250,000 for that contract total. I'm telling you, harvesting contracts are the way to go. Don't pass up on them. And just like that, 10 episodes are over. Granted, I think this last 10th episode could probably have been 2, maybe 3 episodes long. I was looking at the clock while I was doing this, like, man, this was taking a little while, but I had a blast and I did everything I needed to do and I wanted to do. And hopefully you had fun, and I'm glad that you hung out with me. If you stayed to the end, hey, let me know. Otherwise, I just hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you're enjoying this series so far. Trying to take it slow. I feel like I'm actually enjoying myself taking it kind of slow. I mean, we waited till episode 10 to buy our second tractor. That's something, right? Nonetheless, hope you have an awesome rest of your day today. Enjoy playing Farming Simulator, and we'll see you in the next one.